Yeah, no, that's pretty good. It's no melee, but you know, I know people love the melee opening. And this one, like Brawl, kind of has gameplay in it, but I think that's fine. It's interspersed with the cutscenes and whatnot. I don't need to know how to play. The version is now live. Okay, yeah. For February 20. Note to self, do that later. You can purchase the 5-year pass to just look at that and tell me there's a god. Really? Okay, I know Joker. That's cool, and we'll talk about that later. Third milestone. Yeah, this is my first time booting up the game. Hey, I got a Heracross. Cool. Cool. So, I might as well start this off. So, I picked up this game earlier this morning. I picked it up, and I was like, oh, cool, Smash Bros, right? I have been working on finals almost non-stop since then. I have not had a single moment to play this. I wanted to start playing it earlier, but I just haven't had the time. I've written thousands of words over the past 24 hours. I've turned it... I was working until 4 a.m. on a final last night. I also had to go down to the campus to take a final. And then I worked on that, and I was like, oh, I still have a little more to do. I'll leave that for future me, because I need, sleep. So I got, 2 hours of sleep, got up, got Smash, came back home, and I was like, oh, I'll finish my finals, and then I'll play Smash. The final was due at 5 o'clock. I finished it at, 4:53. It took forever. Oh, my God. But I'm finally here. Let's do a 3-stock, 230, sure. It's not my custom moveset, but it's a start. Let's do a random stage. Stock, I'm not good with any, I'm good with any of these guys. Let's boost that CPU. I'm gonna start off with 5, only because I'm rusty. I have not played Smash in... the last time I played it was probably... Well, okay, I did play it earlier this year, because I have had the Wii U hooked up, and we'll talk about that later on. We're gonna do a few matches, and then we'll talk about... We'll actually get into Smash and Chat. Which, Smash and Chat will work the exact same way as Splat and Chat did. It's the same series, it's just a different prefix instead of a different suffix. It's like if, what's an example? It's like if Alien Retribution? Why am I thinking Alien? Aliens Revolution? Oh my god, what's the 4th Aliens movie? It's like if The Matrix Reloaded was, in the sequel, was called The Prefix Reloaded. God, I'm so bad with these metaphors. But basically, the in-chat part stays the same, the prefix changes, so it's the exact same show, just with Smash Bros. I should also fight an amiibo. We'll do that. We'll talk about that a little later as well. I am using a Wii U Pro controller. Ooh, God. Yep, I am rusty. Plus, I also do not play Link. I don't mind the fact that they're using all sorts of different characters. Oh, God. Yep. Oh my god, I missed the GameCube controller. Even though I have a GameCube controller, I don't actually have it hooked up. I didn't bother hooking it up, but I should have. I missed the GameCube controller. Oh my god, it's... Oh my god, that stupid freaking Yoshi. Yep, I was never that... Don't get me wrong. I was never that good at Smash Bros. To begin with. But, like... But yeah, it's very obvious I'm rusty. Yep, it is very obvious that I'm rusty. God, I miss the GameCube controller. Do I have time to go hook up a GameCube controller? God, have we really been going for 9 minutes already? Wow. Yeah, this isn't pretty. I'll fully admit. Give me a better stage. God, do I know enough about... I'm still... Yeah. God, I missed the GameCube controller. I'm gonna keep complaining about that for the moment. Okay, this may... I don't think I've ever talked about this before, but I actually do like the, what is it? The hitbox thing? That box that shows up, right, that gives you the stage hitbox. That's actually really cool. I've never talked about it, but I've always really liked that. Ooh, Dragoon. Okay, it's not actually the Dragoon. I don't remember what piece it is. That's neat. God, it's been so long. I love it. It's so good to be back in Smash. It's so good to be back in Smash. Oh, cool. I heard it is a lot easier to unlock characters this time. Because in Wii U, was it Wii U or was it in Brawl, where it took like 1,000 battles to unlock every character? That's why everybody played the Subspace Emissary, was because it was just easier. It's easier to unlock characters now. That's cool. Of course, knowing... I'm guessing it's all random. So knowing my luck, it's going to be a long time before I collect a character I'm good with. Two more stone. Okay. Yeah, this is the new thing. I don't really know anything about it, but hey, cool. Still just going random. I'm gonna stick with 2-stock for the moment. Just for the moment. Or for, I mean, level 5.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, okay, maybe I should boost it up. Now that I'm getting a hang of it again. And like I said, I was never that good in Smash. I mean, yeah, I played a little competitive. Never that great. Ooh, a Fletchling. Stupid. Oh, God. No, stupid pigeon. Come at me, bro. I was hoping you'd be closer. know, that's a game I never played. Nintendogs. It's always something like you'd think I would have played at some point, but I never did. SP, Spirit Points. We're not going to be, I might as well say we're not going to be taking a look at Spirits or World of Light. That's all stuff I'm going to do on my personal time, and I recommend you enjoy on your personal time as well. This is just, again, another medium. We're also not going to, I think, you know, I should take a look at online. We may do a classic mode, but I should take a look on online, but, Okay.
Start battle.
6. Slow and steady. Danky King.
3, 2, 1, go!
So, Smash and Chat, we've got a lot of different topics to talk about today. Well, we actually don't have that many different ones. It's just the ones we do have are very, like, substantial. Oh, yeah, that's how you... Because, like, we got the Game Awards, and the Game Awards is... I've divided the Game Awards into 2 sections. The awards in the like, announcements. Because, like, I know some people only care about the announcements. Some people only care about the awards. Not that many, I'm assuming. Well, I mean, there are probably a few. Nope. No interest. Oh, God, clever. Danky King. Danky King. Oh, yeah. I'll take that. But yeah, the Game Awards happened last night. And so we got all that to talk about. There's a few games I've been playing. But, like, news-wise, December is usually a slower month. December and January. So that's what I'm expecting. So yeah, we won't have that many news. Like, usually I would consider doing, like, I like the idea of Splat and Chat on, like, in the middle of the month, and Smash and Chat, like, halfway, like, at the beginning. But that's probably not gonna happen, especially in December, just because there isn't that much news in December. Ooh, look at that Mimikyu. No! No! Oh my God. Shit, we're tied. Yep, I'm gonna make that easy on myself. What else did you expect? Ooh, Zelda. Cool. It's cool we have a new Zelda design.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yep, I'll take that. So with the Game Awards, so let's start off Splat and Chat. So if you've never seen an episode of Splat and Chat, or Smash and Chat, Splat and Chat, I just play the video game and we talk about stuff. It's normally gaming news from the past, like, month. Since the last episode, which the last episode was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now. But, right, usually I play Splatoon while I do it. This time we're playing Smash Bros. That's the only difference. It's the exact same show, exact same structure. I've got a list of everything. We're going to start off with the Game Award winners. And then we'll get into the announcements a little later on. So let me pull up the winners. Ooh, and I'm not having to worry about, like, online things. So, the Game Awards winners. I made predictions on who was going to win last time, and now that the Game Awards have happened, we know who won, and we know what whether my predictions were right or wrong. And we'll talk about... I have a rule where to win, all I had to do was get at least half of them right. Usually I bet against somebody else, but I didn't do that this time. It was just me playing against myself. And my rule was I had to get at least half of them right. And yeah, I will see how I do. So the first one, Content Creator of the Year. I predicted Ninja. Of course, Ninja won it. What else did you really expect? Oh my god. Flying Man, you're on my side. I have not played Zelda in a while, so I have no idea. I'm so glad they changed Zelda's design. But yeah, so Ninja won Content Creator of the Year. What else did you expect? Like, seriously, of course Ninja was gonna win it. Oh crap, I have Dragoon? I missed. Shit. But yeah, of course Ninja was gonna win. Like, seriously, who else could have won? Thank you, Flying Man. Come on. Come on. Oh god, I was gonna say... Oh my god, it still got it. Awesome. Oh my god, it just murders them. Holy crap. Yeah, Ninja... Who else was gonna win it? What did annoy me, though, is that when they showed, like, the compilation and they showed, like, bits from their videos, they're all the same. Everyone nominated was the exact same. Like, all their formatting, their videos, it was just the same person running. Like, it didn't matter. Yes, one of them was a girl. That's besides the point. But really, it didn't matter. Any of them could have won. It's just... That's the state of gaming on YouTube this year. I'm gonna try Samus. Costumes. I like the white. We've got a bunch of esports awards. Something I will give credit to the Game Awards this year. I haven't actually given my thoughts on the overall show. But one of the things I will give credit for is that all the esports awards, you know, a lot of the awards like I and many other people don't care about, they just got them out of the way at the very beginning. They didn't worry about people playing it, right? They didn't worry about it. Because, you know, some people don't care. It's true. Some people really don't. I and many other people being some of them. Oh, God. So, yeah, they got all of the esports ones out in a row. Best esports moment. I predicted, I think, Sonic Fox. That one didn't win. I actually did some with all the esports one that I and presumably a lot of people don't care about. Not a lot, but some people. I don't think esports is fully in the mainstream yet. Oh, it does that. Okay, I was trying to... How do... Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ah. God damn it. How have I suck at Samus. I think that... Yeah. I prefer Link. God damn it, stop cock blocking me. Yeah, it's not my night. It's not my character.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
Really? I totally nailed the shot. I think. Of course. Of course. So, best esports. So, we got a bunch of esports awards. Best esports moment, best esports host, best esports event, best coach, best team, and I think best game. I think they all gave them out like right in a row. Which is better. I think that's the better way to do it, because the esports awards can be boring. They did it a few times where they just gave out a bunch of awards at once. But with them, my bets were Sonic Fox for moment, Sochkas for host, Evo for event, Repaired for coach, Cloud9 for team, and they did player later. Well, Sonic Fox for player, and Fortnite for game. C9 won the comeback, so I got that one wrong. Sakaja's won coach. LOL won the champion. LOL won event. Reapered won coach or host. You know, he won coach. Reapered won coach. Team was Cloud9 for like the third year in a row. I said in the predictions, it's the only team I've heard of. Sonic Fox won player, and Overwatch won game. That was the only one I really felt like I got wrong. Because I know nothing about Overwatch. Like, really, it's just not my style of game. I know. Again, I don't care about esports. The one, but I actually got a good chunk. I missed out of all those. I missed 3. That's not bad for me. Again, for just taking like stabs in the dark. I know there is a way to make this into like a different missile, but I don't remember how. Come on. Ow. I have no idea. Okay, I'll take that. Sure, I'll take that. Bowser, a character I don't play as. I'm getting the characters I don't play as. But yeah, no, Sonic Fox was, I just guessed them at random. Sonic Fox, that was not who I expected. He's a black, gay, furry. Not what I expected. Cool that he won. Actually, that's actually really good. I don't want to kink shame furries here. It's something I will never get, but, sure. But no, that was really cool. As they talked about it, it was like he won because where like most people are like masters of one game, he mastered several, which is, yeah, no, that's an interesting way to look at it that I'm totally on board for. Next up we have best debut indie game, which was won by The Messenger. That's one I don't care. I don't know. So The Messenger is a fine game, I guess, but it's not really my style. But yeah, no, The Messenger isn't my style. I had predicted Donut County, because Donut County is a charming little game. It didn't win, but eh. What's Zelda's down? Oh god, yeah, that. Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, so Donut County, that was my prediction. Best student game, I predicted Jera and said it was Combat Evolved, Combat 2018. Something I had never heard of. Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, I have no stakes in that. A lot of, like, the esports categories, I have no stakes in. It's whoever wins, whoever wins. I just hope I'm hitting her. Come on. Die. There we go. But yeah, Combat Horizon, so I got that one wrong. Best multiplayer game, take a guess. Fortnite. Duh, no shit. It's interesting. So there's a few games on this list where, like, they'd announce, hey, this one won. But it also, as they were going up to collect their award, they also announced that, hey, it won a different game. They came up and were like, hey, this game won best, this game won, what is it, best multiplayer. It said Fortnite won best ongoing game, like the second to last award announced. But also during that time, they announced that, Fortnite won best multiplayer game, which of course it did. What else would you expect? Of course Fortnite was gonna win best multiplayer. Yeah, I don't know what its competitors were, but of course, it's freaking Fortnite. It's the biggest game in the world right now. Oh my god, they had PUBG on. Oof. I mean, I still enjoy PUBG more than Fortnite. But yeah. But yeah, of course I called that one. You know, I was watching videos of Call of Duty, what's it called? Call of Duty's, Blackout? Is that what it's called? That actually doesn't look too bad. I actually think Blackout looks pretty... Like, I might enjoy that if I were to play it. Best sports/racing game, I guess Forza. It was Forza. I didn't really have much of a stake in this one. Well, I say that, but my main thing about these games was that I hated most of them. Because, like the FIFA games are nominated. And the FIFA games, it's not that, I mean, yeah, people can get enjoyment from them. But my main problem with the FIFA games is that they, oh, god damn it. My main problem with the FIFA games is that they're, what's it called? They have microtransactions. That's what I was thinking of. And I hate microtransactions. Microtransactions, loot boxes, every sports game, like, oh my god, the 2K game, they gave an award, like a Lifetime Achievement Award to the guy who created 2K, which I have nothing against him. Okay, yeah, sure. He can do whatever. I mean, in theory, he's made a good game. The problem is Take-Two Interactive and Strauss Zelnick are just the most infuriating company. That's the problem with 2K games, is that they just... That's my worry with Red Dead Redemption. People are already talking about how hard it is to get in-game currency in Red Dead Redemption, and I totally believe them. Like, of course it's hard to get currency in Red Dead Redemption. What else did you expect? It's a 2K game. He's just gonna let me take it. Sure. Of course I lose it. Stall. But yeah, of course. See that. So Forza is probably. I don't know if it has any scummy like microtransactions. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, but that's why I'd pick that one to win. Plus, I think it's the one I heard the most positive things about. Best strategy game, I guess. Into the Breach 1. I know I just spent like a bunch of money on Smash Bros, but I am everything at the Game Awards is on sale, right? Every game nominated, I think. I'm pretty sure everything nominated is on sale. And Into the Breach is like $10? I'm assuming, and then games like Celeste and I think Dead Cells is like 20. Celeste is probably anywhere from 20 to 15. Yeah, no, those are some pretty good prices. I'm considering picking up. I probably won't do Dead Cells, but I'm considering picking up Into the Breach. Like $10 is pretty. Oh god, it's 25 millimeters. Best family game. It was a bunch of Nintendo stuff, and while I wouldn't have been mad if like Mario Party won it or Labo. I was actually kind of rooting for Labo. But my prediction was Overcooked, and Overcooked won it. Another great multiplayer game. Oh god, I hate 25 millimeters. Or 75. This is just like the worst stage. It's not the worst, but you know what I mean. Is there a banana peel? Kawasaki. Best-selling game on the Wii U shop, I can guarantee you that. But yeah, no, so yeah, Overcooked, definitely, again, another great indie game that's also on sale right now. I think for $20 on the eShop. Probably, and on other... I'm highlighting Nintendo because that's the one I own, but I know it's on other services as well. Go pick this game up on any one of those. It's worth your money. Basically anything nominated for like best indie game, even a game I don't like The Messenger, is still probably actually worth your money. Oh shit. Best fighting game, I get, because Smash Bros wasn't nominated, I guess Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball won it. Yeah, I heard Blue Blaze had like microtransactions or something like really scummy like that, which that sucks. I thought that was a fake Smash Ball for a second. Yeah. I'll take that. Yeah, I thought... But yeah, Dragon Ball... Because Blue Blaze I heard good things about. I've heard... besides for, like, the character customizer, I have heard nothing of Soul Calibur. So that never had a chance. Let's be real here. Soul Calibur never had a chance. Oh, nice. Yeah, best role-playing game. Again, I've complained about how I think Xenoblade should have been nominated. It wasn't. That sucks. I predicted Octopath, but let's be real here. Nothing had a chance of winning. Like, really, all the big JRPGs didn't have a chance of winning. It ended up Monster Hunter World because that was the most approachable. It was the best reviewed. It was the one nominated for Game of the Year. In hindsight, that makes a lot of sense. I still don't care for it personally. Like, really, I do not care for it at all. Some people, there was a bunch of debate on, like, is Monster Hunter even a RPG? I think, based on what I've been told about it, because again, it's not a PlayStation exclusive, is it? But from... Oh, of course he died after me. Shit. If you lose to they'll reappear after a while. Yeah. Shit. Of course the suicide move didn't work. That sucks. I actually want to change the rules to just 2-stock. But yeah, so Monster Hunter 1, I think it classifies as an RPG. You can roleplay with it. Stamina. I do 2-stock, unlimited time. I want to try this out. I'm curious about this. Spirits, no. CPU level, again, I can adjust that. Damage handicap doesn't matter. Stage selection. Let's do random. Let's do all items. Stage selection. Yeah. Again, doesn't matter to me. Stage morph. Who cares? Stage hazard, okay. Team attack. Oh. Launch rate. Underdog boost. Isn't that something people hated in 4? So I guess that's cool that it can be pausing, score display, show damage. Okay. I should just call it 2-stock. 2-stock is what I usually like to play as. 2-stock or maybe time. Let's do Mario. Oh, I did not change the CPU level. I don't know what level it's at. But yeah, no, I think it's fine. Best action game, God of War. You know, so we haven't got to it yet, but when the show first started off, it started with Red Dead Redemption winning a bunch of awards. And that's not a good thing. Well, I mean, yeah, I know people put work into the game, but like it wasn't a good sign that made me like think that, hey, we're just going to get a bunch of Red Dead's gonna sweep, kind of like that one year Gravity did. Right? That's what it kind of seemed like. And then God of War won Best Action Adventure, which it's weird that they have a category called Best Action. They have Best Action Game and Best Action Adventure, but they're considered two different things. Shouldn't it be Best Action Game and Best Adventure Game? But no, God of War is a great choice. It was my prediction. Of course, I got it right. Yep, I'm happy with that one. So yeah, that's one I'm cool with. God, I hate Yellow Devil. Hate him in Mega Man as well. In the first one. Yeah, he's probably still up for it. But yeah, Best Action Game went to Dead Cells. Again, another correct prediction. Dead Cells, again, I'm probably going to pick up Into the Breach. But Dead Cells, I've also heard great things about. There was also that review controversy, but I guess that just made the game more popular, if I had to take a guess. Alright. It just makes sense. KO an opponent using an item. That's cute. What item did I kill him with? Not a Final Smash. Did I? I have no idea what I killed him with. But yeah, Dead Cells 1, cool. Again, a great game I've heard is good. I don't care for him. I don't care for... Let's try Kirby. Let's bump this back up to 6. But yeah, I've heard great things about Dead Cells. It's probably good. One day I will pick it up. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Couldn't you not? Oh god! No! Oh shit! For some reason I expected to be able to like walk through these platforms. But you can't? Oh, God. Yeah, that's weird. No, two. Yeah, so next up we have Best Performance. My guess was Brian Deckard, because even though Detroit Become Human is a terribly flawed game, I like Brian Deckard's performance in it. I thought he did fine. From what I've seen, I mean, I've actually seen a good chunk of that game. Oh shit, yeah! This is a stage where you can walk from one edge to the other. Oh my god, he has Final Smash. I forgot I had Smash Meter on for a second there. But yeah, Brian Deckard was my prediction. It ended up being the guy who did Arthur Morgan in Red Dead, Roger Clark. I was kind of, I was kind of also hoping for the guy who did Kratos. I think he was nominated. That would have been another cool one. He presented an award at one point, him and the kid in God of War. Again, haven't played it, don't on PlayStation. And yeah, no, they were pretty good. It would have been cool for them to win it as well. But I got that one wrong. Best audio design. So when I was rewatching the last Splash Chat to see like what choices I picked, I say like, oh, audio design. It's gonna go to Red Dead, and then I keep talking, and I eventually talked myself out of picking Red Dead and talked myself into Spider-Man. And of course, Red Dead won it. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said Red Dead won a bunch of the awards. This was like audio design, soundtrack. There were a bunch of awards early on that Red Dead just swept, and it was like, oh god, it's gonna be one of these nights, isn't it? Oh god, kid. Oof. Oops. Oof. But yeah, Red Dead 1 audio design. Did I skip over a few? I did skip over 2. We'll talk about them later. Best score / music. My guess was Celeste. Celeste is still my favorite soundtrack of the year. That has not changed. I still love it so much. Well, and I don't know if you can consider Smash Bros. Best soundtrack, because for the most part, its soundtrack is made up of the soundtrack of other games. And I feel like that's cheating? Kind of? You know what I'm saying? Come on, kid. Die. Perish for me. I'm trying not to waste the Smash Ball. Come on. Really? Ah, crap. Oh, go. Yeah, so Celeste was my soundtrack. Of course it went to Red Dead. Of course it went to Red Dead. Ugh. It's not, again, it's probably, Red Dead's probably got a good soundtrack, but just, I wish Celeste had gotten it. Celeste was so good. Oh god, we're invisible. There we go. But yeah, I wish Celeste had gotten it. Best art direction, Octopath Traveler was my guess. Because I said last time I liked its lighting. The actual winner was Return of Obra Dinn. I'm fine with that. Nope, yep, that's perfectly cool. It also has a really good art style. I would have been fine with either. Honestly, they're both pretty good. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on, baby. I probably will suck as the Inkling, but I am super excited. Yeah, one of the new characters. Oh god, yeah, this... Come on, die for me. Oh yeah, I'll take that Inkling. Ooh, I will take that Inkling. Again, I will probably suck as her, because I'm not good at shooting characters. But it's cool. Yep, that's cool. That's cool. Best narrative, my guess was God of War. It went to Red Dead. Again, Red Dead was sweeping for a while. It doesn't break my heart, right? God of War not winning. There were some really great character moments. I heard people just talking over the moon about it. But I also heard, even though Red Dead people have problem with the controls and whatnot, I never heard anyone complain about the narrative. So it winning makes sense. Right? I understand how it won. Best game direction, I'd guess Red Dead. And for once, I was wrong with God of War. Again, I'm glad God of War won some stuff. It deserved to win, right? It was... We'll talk about it later, but it was... What do I... That's how I do that. But yeah, no, so I'm glad for God of War. That was the game, just because Red Dead is such like a monolith. Not made by Monolith, but you get my point. And I mean, technically, the only underdog was Celeste, and maybe Monster Hunter, depending on how you interpret it. But the one I kept rooting for was God of War, just because, it just seemed so, just because I was sure Rockstar was going to sweep, and when the award show started, it really did look like Rockstar was going to sweep. Like, that's how the show basically started, was with them sweeping. Come on. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Callie and Marie. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Octoling. It's just not a character I'd be good with. I'm gonna play them for a while more, no. Games and more. Challengers approach. Win the rematch to unlock the fight. Huh. Okay. Next up, I talked about best game direction, God of War, glad that happened. Best ongoing game, Fortnite, of course that was going to happen. Of course Fortnite was going to win it, right? It just, as much as, I don't think I can be bitter to Fortnite anymore. Yeah, kids play it, but I remember complaining that people used to complain about kids playing Minecraft, when Minecraft was a perfectly fine game that got way too much shit because kids played it, right? That was unfair. Oh god, Rathalos. Holy shit, Rathalos. That's Monster Hunter right there. Where am I? Oof. God. That boss, man. There we go. Yeah, so, of course, Fortnite. But I really need to stop shitting on Fortnite for that. It's not Fortnite's problem that it's popular with kids. That's just kind of how these things work. Of course I missed. That's just, again, anything that gets popular will be popular with kids, and people will hate it. Nope, I got it off first, sucker. I'll take that. I will take that. Yeah, and yeah, there are some, like that rocket launch, that was a community moment, and even though I wasn't there, I saw the footage afterwards. That's something cool that the modern gaming allows us to do, and I actually really like that. That's something I am on board with. Right? I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, kids play it, so what? Now, before I get to Game of the Year, there is... Ooh, where's the Inklings? Oh, there they are. They just took a second. Honestly, all the Inkling costumes are pretty good. I like this one. Before I get to Game of the Year, which... the one I skipped over... Or did I skip over... I skipped over a few on accident. Beat Saber, which is VR. I guessed Beat Saber... The actual winner was Astrobot, which I heard was a good game. So cool. So yeah. Come on. Part squid, part kid. That's cute. Come on. Oh god. But yeah, so yeah, Astrobot won it again. I heard that was a good game, so cool for it. I haven't seen a fake Smash Ball. I would expect those to be more common. Ooh, clever boy. Ah, shoot. Shoot! Oh, good. Ooh, Mother Brain. Where was it going? But yeah, so, okay, so Beat Saber, so I got that wrong. Donut County, I guessed for Best Mobile Game. Lost to Florence, that was nominated for Games for Impact, so, yeah, again, it's probably also good. Yeah, well, it won the award, so I just know nothing about it. Oh, God. Yep. That's the Inklings mechanic is something that I have to figure out how to manage. Look at her. She's so pure. And then the biggest category of the night for me, and it's always is Best Indie Game. For almost the entirety of the Wii U era, all I played was indie games. So, of course, I wanted indie games. So, of course, that's the one I'm interested in. The big contenders were Celeste, Into the Breach, and Dead Cells. Any of them had a chance, in my opinion. They're all great. But I'm so glad Celeste won it. Celeste deserves it. It's a great game. I love it. Again, I said this last time, my Game of the Year stuff will come next year. It'll probably be in one of these Smash and Chats. But yeah, that'll come later on at some point. What the heck is the Weef? I have no idea how that Pikachu died. But Celeste won Best Independent Game, and I'm glad it did. It deserved it. It's a great game. They're all did. My PSA for the next few days. I know a lot of us are spending a lot of money on Smash Bros. Anywhere from $60 to $200, maybe even more, depending on who you are. But pick up at least one of the indie games nominated, or even some of the other stuff like Donut County. I would say any of the Game of the Year stuff, but I mean, they're all of them are worth it except for maybe Assassin's Creed, and that's only because I've taken a hard stand against Assassin's Creed microtransactions. Other than that, I do think they're all worth it. I seriously do think that. But Games for Impact, yeah, no, That's it, because Celeste just really hit it. I'm really curious what that Florence is, though. Because that was another one that was nominated. And I'm wondering, like, what that one is. So the Inkling's ink doesn't do much damage, but it does make the opponent take more damage. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. What's the... Oh, it's the blaster. I honestly forget the smash meter is here half the time. Of course. So that's Donkey Kong's. I always thought the Jungle Beats one was kind of stupid. Rathalos is mine. Rathalos. Fight for me. I love Donkey Kong's eyes, and then he gets hit with it, and ooh, that was brutal. That was brutal. Yeah, so Celeste, man, just pick it up. Pick it up. I think it's on everything. I hope it is. Village, the Killager. And then Game of the Year. My prediction, of course, I'm biased. I wanted Celeste to win. I really did. That's not what happened, obviously. I'm just... God of War won, and I'm glad Red Dead didn't. Not because Red Dead's a bad game or anything. Again, it's probably fine. That's not what I wanted. Shoot. Red Dead is probably a fine game. Again, haven't played it. Have no interest. Or, well, I do have interest. I'm just not gonna do that right now. But instead, come on. Oh gosh, Inkling. Come on. There we go. I was like, just one good hit is all I needed. But God of War 1. Cool. Cool. It's a great game. I do need to play it. You know, I actually realized, since last time we've done Splat and Chat, Thanksgiving and Black Friday happened. And I think last time I talked, I was going to buy a PS4. If it wasn't obvious, that didn't happen. I was going to buy a PS4, God of War, and there was like Spider-Man and like one other. That didn't happen. I still don't own a PS4. Probably won't happen until next year. And if they announce PS5 next year, then that definitely ain't happening. Sucks, but hey, that's how it happens. I still want one, but nope, not gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Not gonna happen anytime soon. But so, right? But hey, God of War is great. Probably, well, of course it is. I don't know. You know, Joseph Anderson. I say probably. Joseph Anderson has like a 3-hour video on it that I have yet to watch. And if there is a problem with the game, I guarantee you it's in that video. Because he could highlight anything, honestly. I mean, God, have you seen his Mario Odyssey one? They're good videos. Like, the production quality is good. A lot of the points are pretty good. I want to get in here. Ooh. Oh god. Shit. Stupid game. But yeah, so with all that taken into account, I gave my predictions and what actually won it. So with all that being said, it's like, okay, so did I win or lose? Did I get at least half of them right? Well, there's 30 awards, and I got 15 of them right, and 15 of them wrong. So if you do the math, yeah, I technically failed. But I am still giving myself a win because in my predictions video, I say I want Celeste to win, but I don't expect it to win, right? It doesn't actually have like a chance. It doesn't actually have like that great of a chance of winning. Instead, and I say if Celeste doesn't win, the game I want to win is God of War, right? Out of Spider-Man, Red Dead, and God of War, I wanted God of War to win. God of War won, so I'm giving myself the point. I'm still saying it's a tie, but ties are boring, right? Ties suck. But because I predicted God of War was going to win it, because I was biased towards Celeste, of course I am. But God of War. So I technically won the Game Awards. God, it doesn't matter. Let's be real here. It does not matter at all. It's taken me almost an hour to get through just the awards, and I still have I'm not going to go over all the announcements. There's a bunch of announcements I do not give a shit about. That's very important. What happens if I just you know, with it being capitalized, I just assumed it was going to give me capital letters by default. We'll get to my thoughts. So that's just the awards. When it comes to the actual show, we'll get to my thoughts a little later. But between then and now, I want to go over everything else that's happened. Again, there's not that much technically. A lot of it is the Game Awards. We've got a few announcements. And then I've got the games played, and then we'll do the Game Awards. The announcements, which there are a lot of. We'll go get water in a little bit. Let's see if I was going to see if I need more water. So, with the other stuff, no, that's not Game Awards related. So... If you were on Twitter, you may have seen this, or if you follow it. So there's a Cards Against Humanity. Hopefully you've heard of it. It's a great game. It really is. It's a great card game. They put out a new expansion. It's called the Absurd expansion. I did buy it, of course, because I have everything in that game. I've been playing it since it released. I had a friend who did it, and oh my god, it was so fun. I talked about it before. I got banned from my library in high school because of that game. I have no idea how I rotated that sucker. Ooh, no. That bomb was what I was trying to avoid. Sidestep. It's somewhere's right in here. Yeah, so Cards Against Humanity did it. So besides for their Black Friday event, so besides for this new card bundle, they did this thing where it was 99% off. 99% off all sorts of things. Hot dog cart. There was a hot dog cart for like $40. That was like 4,000. There was a God, what else was there? There was tons of stuff. And it was all crazy like that. take a burrow and snag, right? Boom, simple. But so they did this whole thing, and it was crazy. I tried for most of them. The only one I ever got like really close to was there was like a giant inflatable eagle that I did really well on, but other than that, I wasn't that close to anything, and I got nothing, of course. I bought the Cards Against Humanity stuff because, again, I have all of it. Let's try the Villager. I like this one. This one. Yeah, no, it's all cool. It's all. It was just really neat to see it happen. They did a trip to Antarctica. That was crazy. They had like this guy who I thought... Shit. I do not remember how to use the Villager. I never really did. I remember this. Come at me, bruh. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Yeah, it was just a crazy Cards Against Humanity thing. Because, remember, they bought the piece of the border wall and made it as difficult as possible for Trump to acquire. Because, of course, the government can seize whatever property they want. But, right. But, of course, they just made it difficult for him to get. I think that's still going on. I'm going to try as the Villager again. They're crazy. They have so much money and they don't know what to do with it, so they're just going to do crazy stuff. It's so fascinating. So earlier I complained about loot boxes and how much I hate loot boxes, because of course I do. Loot boxes are the bane. I think they are the bane of gaming, as are microtransactions to a lesser extent. Oh yeah, you can do that. This is weird. But so the FTC, I can't remember her name, but she went before the FTC because there were statistics put out that showed that Britain has shown an increase in gambling. And they're blaming it, of course, directly on loot boxes, as they should. Right, of course, it's loot boxes, and especially I highlight the AAA industry a lot in all this, because AAA games should not have microtransactions or loot boxes. But the mobile game industry, it's not as, like, how do I put this? It's scummy, it's just a different type of scummy, per se. God, I cannot KO Samus. What killed me there? That wasn't Kawasaki, or was that? I cannot tell. But because of these new numbers put out in Britain, the FTC has decided to look into loot boxes. Because they've been banned in other countries, and they should. They should loot into loot boxes. You know, I'm anti-censorship. I've always been anti-censorship. But but we're kind of at a point where I'm kind of just fed up with the AAA games industry. And you know, if they're going to get censored, I'm kind of like, bring it on at this point. They deserve it. They've been given ample opportunity to do something about it, and they did nothing. Now they suffer for it. Censor them. Fuck them. I'm fine with that. Let's censor the trip. If they didn't do anything, they've had ample opportunity to stop. And I'm not just talking AAA. I'm talking in mobile games as well. I mean, Harry Potter Mystery, whatever it's called. Yeah, I know. Let's censor these things. Sure. I hate that. I don't want to be the censorship guy. I hate that I'm the censorship guy now. And it could be argued that it's not censorship. It's complicated. But no, that's the point we're at. They've been so scummy with these things, and they're just, I say it every time, it's a bubble destined to burst. It's gonna burst sooner or later, but let's just Let's just do it. Screw it. With that being said, I still am, like, I'm just talking loot boxes and whatnot. Even some microtransactions. Again, I'm willing to cut Fortnite more slack because it's free to play than I am other stuff. Which, speaking of Fortnite, there was of course news put out that Fortnite is being blamed for, child gaming addiction, right? That people have gaming addiction. There was a big story earlier, I think it was this year, that was talking about kids having child gambling addiction, or like gaming addiction being recognized as a real thing, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is fucking bullshit," right? This is like transgenders being recognized as a mental disorder, or gay being recognized as a mental disorder, which transgender is still recognized as a gender identity disorder is still a real thing. And transgender, what's it called? And, being gay, it was for a long time. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but, of course, what would you expect from a psychologist? Like, real talk. Ooh, a claptrap. I think it's called claptrap. Finally, a character I am halfway decent at. I actually do know Marth. I used to main Roy in Melee? Yeah, I mained Roy. So finally a character I know. I don't know how decent I'm going to be at him. Or at Marth. God, I always forget the final smash meter is a thing. I really do. I almost never get it. But yeah, so Fortnite's but the gaming addiction is a thing, and a lot of people are like, this is bullshit. I actually don't think it is. I do think, like, much like gambling addiction, which is a real thing, I think gaming addiction can be a real thing. I think there are people who do put too much time into games. I'm fine with it being a disorder. I do think there, though, is going too far with it. And yeah, of course, anything that becomes popular with kids, parents will revolt against. It's happened since the dawn of time, probably. So kids complaining about, or parents complaining about Fortnite because they don't get things, it's nothing new. Really, it's standard at this point. It's just, of course, with the internet, it'll always be more present. I mean, I remember parents complaining about Pokemon, or, I actually remember people complaining more about parents complaining about Pokemon than I do actually remember parents complaining about Pokemon. Gosh, dang it. Hello, Woofer. Who's a good boy? Yes, give me a second. Let me beat Bowser, and then I'll pet you. But yeah, I don't think Fortnite should be blamed for all of our gaming problems. It's just finding a scapegoat. With that being said, I do think it's fine to recognize gaming as an addiction. Anything that exists can be addicted. Who's a good woofer? Who's a good woofer? Give me a second. He didn't even try. He didn't even try. Oh, who's a good boy? Come here, bring me a ball. Bring me a ball. Come here. Come here. Come here. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who is good boy? Oh, who's stinky? You are stinky. He's the good boy. He is the good boy. Ooh. What is that? Okay. Oh, who does simple flips? Shout out to Simple Flips. Do you like a Da Smash Bros? Are you a Duck Hunt dog? Go get me a ball. I'll play ball with you. Probably has one in his food. Wouldn't be a Splat Chat without him. I love him. He's a da bad boy, but he's also a da good boy. Come on, give it. Give it to me. Give it. Give it here. Come on. Come on. Who's a good boy? You can't see it, but he lost it. No. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Bad boy. I love him. Oh, who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. You know, people are always like, oh, they tell their dogs, oh, who's a good boy? Did they not follow that up with, yes, you are? Because that's how, oh, who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. That's how I always do it, but I feel like people just say, who's a good boy and call it there. You have to tell them they're good boys, because they are. Well, and good girls. Oh, yes, he is a good boy. He's a butt. He smells like a butt. Come on. Come on. You going to Sleepy Time Junction? Oh. Looks like he was going to go lay down, but now he's not. Oh, he's going to go lay down into Sleepy Time Junction. For like 10 minutes. You know how this goes. So, one of the things I wanted to show off. This. Ooh. Let's actually, I think is it this one? Hey, it's this one. So, I've got the game screen. Let's turn that off. So, Amiibo. Now, okay, the story behind this is my halfway point. We're halfway through. Probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, the story behind this sucker, I went to Walmart to pick up an ornament for, like, one of those ornament exchange things. And while I was there, I'd heard I follow the Amiibo Reddit, and I had heard rumors about Walmart releasing Amiibo early, then putting them on shelves, and even breaking street date for it, since, like, last week. And this was on Tuesday. I think it was on Tuesday. So I went to Walmart, and I was like, oh, well, since I'm here, I picked up a lemonade. If you don't know, I drink those lemonades a lot of the time. I drank one this morning while working on my paper. God, they hurt my throat, but they're so freaking good. But I bought a lemonade. I'd been holding on that for days. But while I was there, I was like, hey, let's see. They had a single Ridley. The reason I'm guessing they had the Ridley is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a crease in the box. You can just barely see it, right? Like there, it's broken. So my theory is that whoever had it, like they're an Amiibo collector, and they like didn't want this one because it had the crease, because it maybe been on the shelf for days. But I went up there and I found it. It was like sitting in the clearance section and they were selling it for $12. I was like, oh yeah, I walked up to the counter with it, and they scanned it and it wouldn't scan. And it was like, ooh. And I was like, they're probably not going to sell it to me. And then the girl, like another girl, it was a girl I was talking with. And then another girl comes over and is like, oh yeah, I think that's a Black Friday deal. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Black Friday deal. But Black Friday was a few weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, we'll still sell it to you. She called over the manager, and the manager was like, yeah, we'll sell it. Just enter it manually into the system. So they did. And that's how I got a Ridley like 3 days early. I still kept it in the box. I am an out-of-box collector. I have never been an in-box collector, just not my style. Even the rare ones like Gold Mario, nah. Who cares? I Gold Mario to spite people. The thing is though, I bought this early. I do have another Ridley coming because I had everything pre-ordered at GameStop. And the other Ridley, it's okay, so with the GameStop, oh, who's a good boy? Look at the good boy. Look at it. He's such a good boy. Who's a good boy? He is. He is such a good boy. Oh, did you? He's difficult. He is difficult. But with this, but yeah, so I've had everything pre-ordered at GameStop, and I was so worried that GameStop was going to flake on me, because I've had it before. The life of a collector, man. I'm an Amiibo collector, God. But, I was worried GameStop was going to flake on me, and then, like, yesterday, I got the email, I had Ridley, Wolf, Inkling, and the Octolings all pre-ordered. And then yesterday I get the email that Ridley is shipped. Ridley seems to be the most common one, which worries me about his resale value, because I may sell... Now I have 2 of these suckers, and I may sell one of them. May happen. Seriously, may. But I got the Ridley, and I was like, oh god, are they going to flake out on the other ones? They didn't. No, I got the shipping email like an hour ago, while I was working on my final. Because I'm done with college for the rest of the year, baby. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so all my amiibo, it looks, as from the collector's perspective, it looks like these things will be more common to come across than like when amiibos first started. Like, I don't think there's going to be anything like super impossible to get rare like Marth, Villager, and Wii Fit Trainer. I'm so glad they're I'm so glad they're restocking stuff. I wonder how they're going to do it, because I've said the only amiibo I don't have is Wii Fit Trainer. And Wii Fit Trainer, we know the CISPA codes are there, so I'm just waiting for them to restock it. Any day now. Any day now they will restock the Wii Fit Trainer, and I will be a happy camper when that happens. And because then I'll have them all. I was wondering if they were going to go up today. I don't think they did. I didn't see anything, because I know some of the stores got like when I went to Target to pick up Smash this morning, they had Mario and Pikachu. Yeah, I think it was just Mario and Pikachu. So definitely some stuff is getting a restock, and yeah, so some of the harder stuff will as well. But it does, Ridley seems to be the out of the 3 so far, Ridley does seem to be the most common. Ridley appears to be the most common, with the Inkling being kind of commonish. I think it's been up on Best Buy for the past few days. So if you need one, and again, Nintendo seems to have gotten better at amiibo, where they won't be available forever, but if you want one, you can get one now. They have gotten better. So if you want Ridley, Inkling, or Wolf, you can find them and look for them now. I think GameStop just went back up. Link is available at GameStop. I know Link was pretty rare when Breath of the Wild came out. So hey, if you want that for the Epona. But yeah, so Ridley's gonna be common-ish. I don't think any of these things, like in like 5 weeks, you aren't going to, let's say like 3 months, you aren't going to be able to go to a store and find any of these. But for the moment, if you want them, you will find them. But Ridley's going to be the most common, then Inkling, and then Wolf. Wolf's going to be kind of rare. He seems to be the hardest one to find. Like, most of the stores just sold out of him immediately. He was available on Amazon for a while, like 2 days ago. But for the most part, he seems kind of bad. The Octoling 3-pack is up on Amazon right now if you're interested in that. We're not doing Splat and Chat next week because again we did Smash and Chat today, and there's the Splat. So I didn't think there was going to be a Splatfest this month. I assumed the next Splatfest was going to be the winter one on like the 4th of January. But no, there's actually a Splatfest next week for some reason, not in 2 weeks, but next week, and it's Heroes versus Villains. Yeah, no, it's a Smash Bros. Themed Splat. I wish they did more like Nintendo themed Splatfest. I wish they did a Pikachu and Eevee one. That would have been so cool. But having a Smash Bros. One is cool. Villains or heroes? Villains. Duh. I mean, let's be real here. Even though I will admit, Nintendo does not have that great of villains. I mean, I've never really put that. I mean, Gyges is iconic, but I've never put that much time into the Earthbound games. I've never played Mother 3. One day it'll come to America. Oh my god, did you see Chugga Conroy put out a video today? Yoshi's Woolly World. And in the middle of it, he gives like a 5-minute rant about Nintendo of America's problems. So good. Oh my god. Whenever I say fuck Nintendo, that's exactly, like, those are the things I'm thinking of. That's not the only problem. And there is actually good news about Nintendo. Something that I've told them to fuck themselves for years now, that they actually did fix, and we'll talk about that when I get back. But, so on my Amiibo rant, let's open the sucker, break some hearts. Because I know, it's already got a ruined box in the first place. I hate... Ah, God. I hate when I do that. Come on. Come on. Don't freaking... Whatever, I had to rip the box. Not like I'm a box collector or anything. I still have Solera Star in the box. I just cannot be bothered to take it out. And I have a Shovel Knight in the box that it's just... I have 2 Shovel Knights, plus it doesn't matter because they don't have the stupid tinfoil at the bottom. Alright. Ah, God. Smell of fresh amiibo. You know what has a weird smell? This Moon Ball. I've talked about this before. I talked about this last month, I think. Case has got a crack in it. It was a case I already had. Ah, God. It smells weird. These things actually sold out. They made 6,000 of them. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I need like a little like... Because like you can't see... The logo is right there. It gets out of place. I need like a stand to put it on so that way it stays even. Or I just need to get a new case. I'm fine with that as well. And the only reason I have it in the case is because I don't really use it. But we've got him... Ooh. It is cool that he has like the crystal at the bottom because he's too big for the figure. It's kind of neat. I don't think we probably won't open the other ones on stream, but I was saving this one specifically for a stream, even though I've had it for days now. So Ridley, can I get light? Because now that we're not reflecting off of anything, because I turned off the monitor. Yeah, the detail on the again, the later you get into the amiibo waves, the better the detail is. This has some great freaking... Like, I know we all made fun of Murph, which there were some Marth figures with some really bad detail. There were some villagers with really small eyes. I think I have one of those. The Twilight Princess Wolf Link is like cross-eyed. Yeah, no, that's seriously... It's hard to notice. I think the Twilight Princess is fine. But like the later you get into amiibo, the better quality they get. Which it still sucks that they increase in price, because like this guy, I got this one for $13 just because Walmart was stupid. But normally they're $16 now, which sucks. I don't think the reprints are more. But yeah, he's definitely more. He's one of the bigger ones. Like, I think the biggest one I don't have like the Detective Pikachu or anything. But I think most of them are, like, I know Palutena is the tallest. The Guardian's the biggest one I have. Yeah, that's true. Because, yeah, I talked about when I got the Guardian on this show. But yeah, no, he's not bad. I really like this. Yeah, Ridley's pretty freaking cool. I'm actually really excited to unlock Ridley, all things considered. While I don't usually play melee characters... I'm usually better with melee characters than I am gunner characters. Give or take Robin, which we will. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And then Inkling and Wolf should come in soon. The Octolings, which hopefully next week, so that we will have them if I do a video on Splatoon 2. We'll see. We may do what we did a few weeks ago, where I do Wind Waker early in the morning and then do Splatoon. But this next week, I need to focus on my main channel because Star comes back. Steven comes back on the 17th, and I have to finish up Star Season 1, which I will do next week. I've been putting it off, but I'm just going to marathon it next week. Hopefully get like 7 episodes. I think I only got like 7 left, so I'll just do all 7. But, yeah. That's everything I got. Let's webcam that. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's just some personal stuff. When we get back, I'm going to go get some more water because, I'm almost out. But we'll talk about, we'll fight this sucker. I'll register this sucker. I need to think of a name. I actually just thought of one. Ooh, yeah, I may do that one. But yeah, we'll do that, and, we'll fight Ridley. We'll see how it works. I'm not really, it's funny, I have these amiibos, but I never use them. And we'll finish up. We'll talk about the games I've played. We got a few more things. And then we'll talk about the announcement at the Game Awards. There was a big one. There was some other cool stuff as well. But we'll do that when I get back. I'm just going to go get some water. It's not like the stream's ending. Give me a second. Here's some Smash music. Oh, who's a good wolfer? Who's a good wolfer? That's good. That's some good water. Oh god, I gotta send one of my books back. Because I'm done. Done for the semester. God, that book was a freaking chore. It took forever. So... what was I gonna say? Oh, so I called the dog Woofer, and like, I'm like, oh, who's a good boy? I use like a, oh yeah, I use that voice. And I know statistically somebody's gonna think it's fake. Like, I fake that. I don't. That's seriously how I don't baby talk to babies, but I baby talk to dogs. I do it all the time. I don't, my dog's actual name is Timber. I don't think I have called him Timber in a long time. I always just call him Woofer. It's just how it is. You can use amiibo sold separately. The figure player will join you in battle. Abilities. Okay, so I think I have the Pro Controller, and I think it's in the center. Yep. All my Miis. I'm going to name it Boo. As in Boo Radley. You know, the character from, To Kill a Mockingbird, but Boo Ridley. Cute, right? Cute. I think it's cute. You know, it's funny. I could have an amiibo that doesn't even work, and I wouldn't know. Just because I just never use them. Ooh, which color do I like? Ooh, colors. Yeah, that's one. Actually, I really just like Ridley's default colors. That's also not too bad. I actually kind of just like Ridley's default colors, but since we called the sucker Boo Ridley, I should go with either a white or a silver. Let's go with a silver. Level up, smash. All right. Yeah, I've got a... This is the first time I've used an amiibo in, like, years. I just never use... They have no use for me anymore. Like, I literally just have them for collectibles. And once I'm done with the Smash line, I'm probably, hopefully... Because I quit for years. I only came back this year with the Breath of the Wild ones. And that's just because... Well, because I knew Smash was coming, and I was able to get some of the Breath of the Wild ones for cheap. This is my 2-stock. That's literally the only reason I started collecting again. And I'm glad I did. Yeah, no, I got some good stuff. I've gotten some good amigos. So let's, can we just... Figure player. Ridley. Cool. Cool. And I mean, like, I have the Inkling amiibo. Like, if I wanted to do an Inkling, I have a lot of the amiibos, actually. I'm starting off with Mirth. Mirth is the closest to what I play, naturally. I don't know who I'm going to main in this game. Oh god, Pac-Land. You know, this is one of the worst stages, but I legitimately have no memory of Pac-Land whatsoever. Like, I know I must have played it in the Wii U version, but I don't remember playing as it. Why is it going in the opposite? I'm also training this thing to be, like, there are different ways to train Amiibo. I think there's entire websites that train you how to use, like, how to, like, set up different Amiibo. And I should use one of those in theory. But, whatever. Because, like, you can get some good... I've had some good results, like, especially from Amiibos that can, like, kick my ass. I've made some monsters. Yeah, I have made some especially because, like, if you've been watching how I play tonight, one of my big problems is blocking. I don't block that much and I don't grab that much. And Amiibos, like, when they level them up, they figure that shit out. Ooh, Baby Link. Baby Link. I don't remember this character. I always thought I didn't like Baby Link in Melee, but I always did think it was improved by having Toon Link. I felt like Toon Link was a much better character than Baby Link. Yeah, but hey, I got Baby Link now. I think he just plays the same as, like, Link, right? No, T-Link was better. I hated how Toon Link looked in Brawl. Oh man, I hated his art style. Oof, just a horrible art style. But okay, back to Smash and Chat. That's what people theoretically came here for. Oh, Hannonbo. You know, people always say Hannonbo is the worst stage, but legitimately, I don't remember it being that bad. Like, they're probably right, but like I don't have that much memory of it. I actually have played Electroplankton. Because Electroplankton was kind of hard to find, but what they did was they made the game available on, like, the DSi shop, where you could buy, like, all of its components individually, and that was always really cool. And yeah, so I have played, like, the different, Electroplankton stages. Oh, you clever bugger. You clever bugger. That's cool. Oh. Nope. I'm not gonna let you benefit from that, kid. Of course, the problem with Hannonbo is even though there's water, you cannot swim in it. That I do definitely get. Also, there's something about, like, all of the ledges in Hannonbo cannot be, like, grabbed or something like that. There's something weird like that. I don't remember what it is, but... There's a lot of people hate this stage. For most people, and I get, playing it now, I guess I do see it. My least favorite was always, oh god, what was it? I don't remember what it... My least favorite... It comes from Brawl. I'll take a heal. Oh, God. Ooh. Brutal. Not like it did that much. I need to be more mean to the sucker. There's a... Oh my god, I wonder if I could find it. There's a great video about, like, Amiibo training and, like, how you're supposed to train these suckers. And it's, like, so brutal. And it's, like, first thing you gotta do is you gotta beat the ever-loving shit out of it. And then you, like... Or I think it's... You, like, start off by making it battle CPUs for the first, like, 10 levels... God, I cannot get that. But you start off with like the first like 10 levels just beating the shit out of it. And then you like go, and then it gets better, and then I don't remember how it works, but there's a way to be just brutal to these suckers. Really, really fun. It's a really funny video. I wonder if I can find it. I probably liked it or added it to like a watch later playlist at some point. Knowing me, this thing's gonna be able to kick my ass easily. Every amiibo I trained in Wii U was able to kick my ass. Just, oof. I mean, this thing's already 10. I'm assuming 50 is still the limit. It's actually interesting. If you take an amiibo from the first game and bring them over to this one, or from, not the first one, from 4, they actually forget, like, everything they learned. They become idiot. They like, if they're level 50, it resets them to, like, level 12, and they just become stupid again. Here. Oh, it's the squirrel hissing. Exactly as planned. Like, no joke. Seriously, that's what I planned. I planned to blow myself up. My God, give it to me. He hits, he hits it once and gets it. Stupid. Stupid. Oh, I just realized the reason why it did so little damage to me last time, but actually like hurt me a lot this time, was because it's a what's it called? Because it was a smash meter thing, which I think the smash meter thing is cool. I can most definitely see how people like. I know competitive will never use it. Did you see that speculative competitive list where it was just talking about like all the like the speculation, and it banned like 80% of the stages? It was crazy. It was crazy. But okay, back to Smash. So Nintendo did this. I think this was earlier this month. We'll get to that. I'm actually going to do the games I played. So the Thanksgiving break was this weekend. It's pretty young. I don't even know from anyway. So the Thanksgiving break happened, and while I was there, I went and saw my cousins. They're younger. They're younger. It's one I barely saw. And then the other 3 we played games. I think I've talked about her before. We've played Minecraft, because she plays it on the phone. She's not a console game. They're not really gamers. I mean, well, one is. One of the ones who's like a little older than me. I have, on my mother's side, I have like 4 cousins. I know some families are way worse. They're not way worse, but you know what I mean. Like, they have way more. Yeah, so we played, but yeah, so I've talked about her before. I've played Smash with her. I think I've talked about how I had a goal to beat her with every character, or where we went through with where like we played the game with every character, and I beat her with like most of them. I didn't beat her with all. This was in 4. Oh God. Yeah, so, this was, again, before Smash came out, obviously, because it came out today. Wow. But, I say that, but on the way back, it got leaked, which, oh, God, that sucked, man. Smash getting leaked, oh, my God. I cannot believe that happened. Because it was, like, because while I was there, it started going up on like Mexican retailer sites, like, or well, there was a retailer in Mexico who started like giving it out early, and then ugh, it just got worse from there. But yeah, that happened. But wow, so I've played Smash, I played Pikmin Bingo Battle. I hope the next Pikmin game, when they, I'm still hesitant about that Pikmin 4 rumor. I think it's fake. Or, well, I think, Pikmin, what's it called? Pikmin, Hey Pikmin was Pikmin 4? And I think people are just in denial about it. I really do think that at this point. Shadow the Hedgehog. Look at his emo-ness. Look at his emo-ness. Ooh, Ricky. Oh, Ricky. Ricky Tikki-Tabi. I'll take that. I will take that. He's actually got... I don't know if I've gotten better or he's gotten worse. Whatever. But yeah, so I played Bingo Battle, I played Smash with her, and other stuff, party games. She loves Mario Party. Mario Party, Wii Party, Spot the Sneak. You know, Wii Party doesn't get it's a flawed game, but Spot the Sneak is really fun. If I had the new Mario Party, I probably would have played it. Or Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart with her, but I don't have any of those. But, so while I was there, we needed games to play. ARMS. I haven't played ARMS in a while, probably since I streamed it last. Well, I think I played it once or twice since I streamed it last. Ooh, Wii Fit Trainer. ARMS is a good game. It got better with the updates, but it's still a good, solid game. I enjoy it. I really need to stop smashing. But yeah, so I played ARMS again, and you know what? I really like ARMS. It was really fun. ARMS is pretty good, all things considered. It's not perfect by any means, but it's still pretty enjoyable. I totally get the appeal of ARMS. Like, and I said that when Dr. Coil came out. I remember playing Dr. Coil and playing with, I played Jellyman, what's his name? Helix. I know he's low tier, but man, I have fun with him. And yeah, no, I've had a lot of fun with playing ARMS again. I probably won't play it again until the next time I see her, but yeah, no, she got enjoyment out of it. I got enjoyment out of it. Yeah, no, it's still a pretty solid game. It's fun. As we were playing, right, I was beating her first, and then she was actually getting better and putting out a challenge. So I had to look into strategy more and hey, how do I play it was how do I play, or not, I didn't look up anything, but it had me thinking how do I what's her, oh, her down is the bucket. What was that? Ooh, clever. But where was I going with that? His thing isn't, his bottom isn't a counter, right? I don't think it is, or at least. But, so I played ARMS, that was good, because, yeah, she got better, and then I was like, okay, I need to get better, because she started beating me, and then so it, made me think, strategy again, and then I actually, got good, and I actually learned, some of the strategy. I thought Metal Blade had, or Metal Face had stopped me from getting it. But we played ARMS, yeah, no. And of course, after I figured out how she plays, which she was very predictable, I might add. She over-relied on grabs. I don't even think she knew she was relying on grabs, but she definitely was. But once I figured out that, it kind of like, I never lost to her again. She still enjoyed it. And then we played Ultimate Chicken Horse. I've talked about my love of Ultimate Chicken Horse. I couldn't be nominated for best multiplayer game, but it's the best. It's even probably better than Overcooked 2 because it came out years ago. But it's another amazing party game. It's just so much fun. It's very simple. It's a platformer. Overcooked is like strategy co-op, Chicky-Doo, Ultimate Chicken Horse. I call it Chicky-Doo because Achievement Hunter, because they're all I watch. It sucks that I only have time to watch like Achievement Hunter anymore. Then I'm in like the occasional like smaller one, like, or not smaller one, but like people with like shorter videos like Tierzoo. Tierzoo's great, I might add. Do some great stuff. I'll do a video talking. I'll do a stream talking about YouTubers I like. Probably in my Game of the Year stream. But yeah, so we played Chicky-Doo. I lost a few games. I'm still really good. I played it with my other cousin who is the actual gamer, and yeah, no, we really enjoyed it. It was pretty. Chicky-Doo's still great. It's highly recommended. This stage reminds me of, you know, I guess this stage was in the 3DS version. This is the Unova Pokemon League. I have no recollection of it. I literally do not remember this stage existing. Yeah, this is the Unova Pokemon League. It was in the 3DS version, but literally, I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. And it's not a bad stage. I think it actually looks really good on the 3DS. Oh, shit. Because that's Zekrom. Actually, I'll talk about... So what else did I play? Did I play anything else? I think it was just those two games. We played a little of the multiplayer of Mario plus Rabbids, because she was good at Bingo. Like, after we played Bingo Battle for like a couple of dozens of hours, she actually got really good at it. I hate this. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That was... Shit, this is gonna kill me. No, it's a weaker version. Of course it's not. I'll admit, I have no idea how Marth's Final Smash works. That stage isn't bad. Yeah, no, I like its visuals. So we played ARMS, we played Chicky-Doo, and yeah, that was it. We played a little Mario plus Rabbids, because yeah, she got Bingo Battle. She figured that out. She was able to beat me. Even without like the Victory Macaroon made things a lot easier, but even without it, yeah, no, she was pretty good at it. But she could not get a hang of Mario plus Rabbids. It was just a little too far for her. Yeah. And then I think that was it, because Smash hadn't come out yet. Next time I go out, I will probably definitely play Smash with her, because she likes that. I don't have Mario Kart. Yeah, that was basically it, but we had fun with that. I feel like, because she has a PS4, we didn't play that. Oh my god, her PS4 wasn't even plugged in. Ugh. I've been wanting to take it for years, but the story for another day. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. And the day goes on. Oh yeah, Twitch put in a new anti-music policy, which kind of sucks. I know there's been a bunch of like YouTuber musicians who are like, yeah, you can use our music. This is a stage I don't remember at all. I think this was this in the original or was this in Melee? I think this was in the original. I legitimately do not remember. I have no recollection of this stage. Oh, crap. Metroid, get him. Get him, baby Metroid. I know you're supposed to get Mother Brain, but get him. Kill him. Take a Dracoon piece. Take another Dracoon piece. But yeah, so that was all I played with her. There was a Steam sale, because of course there's always a Steam sale. There's always bigger fish to fry. Yes. Oh my god. He's getting lodged in the, Oh, yeah. I threw the stick at him. So, there was a Steam sale. So, I was out of town. I said I wasn't. Yeah. So, I was out of town, and I was like, okay, I have a computer with me. I still had, like, schoolwork to do. Because, of course, none of my teachers relented. So, I still had to do that. And I've talked about this, I have to listen to books. So, it's like, I need a game to play. Because I love Mini Metro. Mini Metro is great, but I kind of needed a break from it. So it's like, okay, let's see what other games there are. My God, we're 2 hours in. Holy shit. But I was like, okay, let's see. What other games? Space Chem. Space Chem is a puzzle game made by, I want to say, Zachtronics. Great game. Hard as hell. It can be so freaking difficult. But there was a Steam sale, and I was like, okay, let's see. Zachtronics has a new game that came out last year. They also have a new game that came out this year called Opus Magnum. And I was like, let's pick up this one. It looks good. I've seen it in Mark Brown's talked about it in some of his videos. Oh God, this stage. It's like, yeah, sure, this could be fun. Let's play as Let's pick up Opus Magnum. So I did, and you know what? Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's easy. I'd argue it's easier than Space Chem, but I think that's better. It's more like it's easier to get into, and it's just been really enjoyable. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. Yeah, so I recommend it, but that was what I was playing for a long time. Must stay out of his line of sight. Holy crap! This is one of those stages where you can die. There we go. I have no idea what was slowing time. That's a weird effect. Maybe it was an item. But yeah, so I played Open Magnus. I haven't beaten it, but I'm pretty close to the end, and it's never been insurmountable like Space Chem is. I've spent days on a Space Chem level, whereas I've only spent hours on Opus Magnus. So it is definitely better. It just feels more obtainable. I'm not perfect at it. Again, I tend to be good with area, but I usually take up a lot of like space. I'm good with area, but I usually take up a lot of money and take a lot of turns. I'm not good with turns. I can get everything else down, but I can never get turns down. But it's a great puzzle game. Anything Zachtronic makes is pretty good. Infinifactor I beat a few years ago. That one was hard. Oh my God. It's because Zachtronics is the guy who made Infiniminer, which is the game that inspired Minecraft. Let's see. That was a different topic. Pokemon. So, I'm a Pokemon fan. I always have been. I've been playing Pokemon since, well, the original. I consider Pokemon my first game. It's the first game I have a memory of playing. Who do I do next? Let's try the Villager again. Yeah, Pokemon is my first game, but I didn't. So you may say, oh, did you pick up what the new one? Sun and Moon? And I didn't. I didn't pick up, or not Sun and Moon. Did you pick up Let's Go? I didn't pick up Let's Go. Instead, I've said for years now, the day, what's the game called? The day Ultra Sun and Moon goes on sale for $20, I was going to buy Ultra Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Moon went on sale at Best Buy for $20, and that was all I needed to finally buy it, so I bought Ultra Sun and Moon. And you know what? It's got its problems. It's still... I stand by, no Pokemon game is bad. There are people who hate Pokemon games. I've talked about this pattern before, about how the first Pokemon game in a generation is loved. So Pokemon Gen 1 was loved, Gen 2 was loved, Gen 3 was hated. Gen 4 was not liked. But then Gen 5 came out. Everyone hated Gen 5, but they loved Gen 1 and 2. But they loved Gen 3. Gen 3 became like the favorite game. And then Gen 6 came out. And everybody loved Gen 4 all of a sudden. And they still hated Gen 5. And at first, people didn't hate Gen 6. But after enough time, people started to hate Gen 6. People don't like Gen 6 now. But when it first came out, but eventually it always happened. And people turned around on, specifically Platinum. People still have problems with Diamond and Pearl. And I think they're all good games. I have memories... Ooh, nice. I have good memories of all of them. But yeah, they're all fine. Ooh, brutal. But, so that happened, right? And then Sun and Moon came out, and everybody hated Sun and Moon. Not everybody, again. I'm talking about either a vocal... I'm talking about, like, a vocal minority here, even. But all of a sudden, they like Gen 5 again, and Gen 5 is being hailed as the best generation. There's a pattern here. Every Pokemon generation, we hate the newest ones, but love the older ones. Ooh, Ice Climbers. That's just how it works. And, you know, I'm kind of annoyed. It's also not that big of a deal, technically. Like, really... Yeah, that's the Pokemon curse, and I've been playing Ultra Sun and Moon. I don't think I've beaten more than, like, a few gyms. Yeah, I haven't... Ooh, come on. You cannot lose to the Ice Climbers. Oh, I was gonna be mad if that took me out. Oh, shit. I'll get another chance at them later. But Ultra Sun and Moon, yeah, no, it's fine. It's a fine poke. Again, there's no out of the all 6, 7 generations, none of them are bad. I still need to play, and I'll pick up I'll pick up Let's Go eventually. But Pikachu or Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon got low enough. The other thing about Ultra Sun and Moon is that it's the last Pokemon game where I will own both games. I have owned both games for every generation since Gen 3. I played one, my brother played one, and my other brother played one. Or I played one, my other brother played the other, and then a year later, I played the third one. This is how it went for years, except for Gen 4. I was thinking about it, there's this weird gap in my gaming memory between Gen 1, or between Gen 3 and Gen 4. Between, like, 2004 and, like, 2006, I have no recollection of playing any video games. I don't know where it all went. I don't know what I played then, but I just have no recollection. I must have played something, but it could be anything. Like, I legitimately could have played any game, and I'd have no idea. I was trying to think about that, and I just could not think of anything. But yeah, so that's... But yeah, Ultra Sun and Moon Gen 7 will be the last game where I have every game from that generation. Because after Gen 4, like my brothers... the youngest. The middle one kind of gave up on Pokemon after Gen 4. The youngest one, on the other hand, kind of kept playing. Even after that. Oh, God. Yeah. But, right, so, like, my brother literally bought a 3DS just to play, X and Y in Sun and Moon. Well, X and Y, and then Sun and Moon, they played Sun. But now that, but now he's not gonna buy a Switch. Of course he's not, just for Pokemon. He doesn't play well, he's actually played my Switch to play Fortnite. But that's kind of neither here nor there. Come on, Rathalos, you're really disappointing me. I don't know what the Metal Gear thing does in the background. I'll admit that. Come on. Come at me, bro. Oh, God. No, no, no. You can't do this to me. Oh, that was close. But yeah, so he's not gonna buy it. He's not gonna play Pokemon Let's Go. He's not gonna play Gen 8 because he's one of the, like, you know, those Xbox gamers not saying they did your mom last night who only play Call of Duty. He's one of those, if you need an example. But yet, even with that, he still continued to play Pokemon, even after he abandoned Nintendo. But he's probably done with Pokemon. So, and I'm not gonna. I won't have the money to buy both games. I'm a poor broke college student. So Gen 7 will be the last generation. So yeah, that I bought both. I mean, I think I'm playing Sun, so Moon is still in the plastic, which who knows when that'll open. But yeah, he's not gonna play Ultra Sun and Moon. He's beyond it by this point. The normal Sun and Moon is still, he'll probably play that. You know, speaking of this Tomodachi Life stage. Oh, and it's got some of my Mii's in it. You know what I want for another Tomodachi Life stage? I want, or not for a Tomodachi Life stage. I want another Tomodachi Life game. I think that would be really, there's something super charming about Tomodachi Life. That I can't, it's charming. It's very different than Animal Crossing. Like, Animal Crossing is also charming, but it's lovable. Tomodachi Life is just enjoyable. It's quirky, it's fun. I want another one on Switch. Not until 2020 at the earliest, because Animal Crossing next year. But after that, yeah, let's get another Tomodachi Life. Oh my god, I have no idea what just happened there. Yeah, I'm totally on board for another Tomodachi Life. I've talked about this before, and like I usually always, that's kind of been my one E3 prediction. For, like, everyone has their weird ass landish E3 prediction. Mine has always been a new Tomodachi Life. I never thought it was gonna happen. It will one day, but not anytime like eminently. But it's something I do hope happens. So at some point. At some point. Yeah, so that was... Yeah, so that was me with Pokemon. I'm still working on it. I think I'm doing, like, the second island trials. I'm barely into it again. I've been super busy with finals these past 2 weeks. I've been listening to the Adventure Zone. I finished Commitment. Commitment was okay. It had some problems, but for the most part, I enjoyed Commitment. Yeah, no. I get the appeal. And now I'm starting Amnesty, just based on the pilot episode of Amnesty, like the introductory episode. Amnesty sounds really good. Like, it has so much potential. And I know that's the one they eventually go with. Like, that's the one they make into the full series. But Amnesty's really cool. I'm definitely on board for Amnesty. Overall, the episodes so far have been, complicated. Like, I haven't hated any of them, but I haven't also loved any of them. I'm only like 2 episodes in, so it's still got some time. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I listen to the Adventure Zone. And I do that while playing Pokemon or Splatoon or while on my 20-hour car ride. Ooh, nice. Nice. Is it actually finally going to be able to start beating me? I don't think I've lost to it yet. I've still yet to see that. I wonder, I should check items. I wonder if that's turned on in items. What killed it? But yeah, what else? There's one other thing I played. I need to open up my phone. Yeah, no, it finally beat me. Oh, Kirby. So we got Kirby DLC, Heroes in Another Dimension. I talked about this back in Kirby month, where I had my mother play Return to Dreamland with me, and then in lead up to Star Allies, I had her play Triple Deluxe and Robobot. And I had her play some of Star Allies, but she didn't get that far into it. I've started out with Star Allies. We're gonna beat it, and then do the other game modes, the Heroes in Another Dimension. I played Heroes in Another Dimension. I'm missing like 2 hearts. I've got every other heart in the game except for like 2. It's pretty good. Yeah, no, it can be challenging. Some of the puzzles, yeah, no. Heroes in Another Dimension, it's not like super difficult, like. But I think if you're expecting a Kirby game to be like super difficult, you're clearly in the wrong. You're like in the wrong place, just inherently. Like real talk, Kirby's not supposed to be difficult. Like no, of course it isn't. But yeah, here it's fine. The new characters, Magolor is great. I've had some good experience with Taranza. I haven't really played as Susie too much. Who else? And in the 3 sisters, I only just unlocked like 2 days ago, because again, busy with finals. Maybe on Sunday, because I have not gamed at all. Which I usually, usually I'm pretty busy. Usually I have to like multitask. But I haven't played Heroes in Another Dimension. Or well, I did. I tried the new Truest Arena, let's call it. It's not actually called that, but let's call it that. Just because it's funny. Oh god, I was hoping to get it before it got me. You either... What's the song? You either smack... Oh god. What is it? It's you either, not Soldier Boy before the boy soldiers you. It's something stupid like that. You either get Shrek'd or Shrek Shreks you. I'm thinking of one specific that I cannot remember. Come on, another fighter. Captain Falcon. But yeah, Heroes in Another Dimension. I'll try out the new Mage Sisters. The new True Arena is pretty hard. I say pretty hard. I still got to like the end-ish. Like, I got within like 5 of winning. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult, and that's with a full party of 4. And there are definitely people who are better than Kirby than me. Like, I never beat the True Arena with like just one character, even though Marks was super overpowered. I hear Magolor, I think, may be a good shot at beating the True Arena with just one single character. He seems to be pretty strong, all things considered. Like, I think Magolor is going to be a good chance. I don't know if he's as strong as Marks. Marks is super OP. Marks for Smash. We'll talk about that later. I don't think that's happening anymore. I had my money on Marks, actually, but the Game Awards changed everything. Where were you when the Game Awards attacked? Let's try Mario. Yeah, that's Heroes in Another Dimension. Okay. So I started talking about this earlier. Nintendo, one of the things that's always pissed me off is Nintendo's policy towards YouTube. And this, from what I understand, this always came from Nintendo of Japan. Because in Japan, YouTube was actually banned until like 2012. So Nintendo didn't really get YouTube. Oh, I don't remember this guy is. Okay, yes I do. I just don't remember him starting off like that. That actually felt very intense. I forget the dream stuff starts off as just a circle. I mean, I should know. I played that game earlier this... No, I didn't do that for Kirby Month, did I? I did that out on my own free time. Holy shit, yeah, I did. Cookie. Of course he's gonna get it. I knew I didn't mean to do flood. That's what I was worried about. I don't think no. Yeah, no, I think he's got me. Yep, he got me. I was trying to get him out before using the smash. Yeah, so Nintendo's had this content creator program. I've always hated it. They've copyrighted. Even to this day, like, I have videos, shitty cam videos, like camera footage, that Nintendo still just randomly copyrights to this day for no reason. It's so weird, but they just continue to do it, because Nintendo? And yeah, I hate it, but they finally... It's always been Nintendo of Japan's fault in my eyes. At least that's how I've always interpreted it. Because Nintendo of America seems to get the importance of YouTube and Let's Players. And there are some Let's Players, like, I know Nintendo kind of like Achievement Hunter, for example, or all of the Rooster Teeth Crow. Rooster Teeth had a very anti-Nintendo policy, but this year they, like, partnered with Nintendo or something, so now they don't have to worry about monetization without joining Nintendo's stupid program, which was always bullshit. I mean, it was, what, 30% of your revenue? Yeah, no, that sucked. Let's be real here. Or you only got... They took 30, is what I mean? Yeah, no, most companies take, like, 5 or something really low like that. Like, 30 is a lot. Yeah, that's just how Nintendo works. But they've changed. They've gotten rid of it, and I think it's for the better. Can you KO You can KO Pokemon, can't you? Like, I could KO this Raichu if I need to be. If it stopped kicking my ass. Yeah, so they ended the creators program. Good riddance. I'm glad we'll be done with it. It's been a pain in many people's side. And hey, now more people will stream Nintendo, stream and play. So that's all the better. The more people that play, the better. Smash, and I do think part of them doing it is because of Smash Ultimate. If Smash Ultimate wasn't as popular as it is, I think if it didn't if it didn't have, it could be because they're not making as much money off of it. But I do think that it's also Smash Ultimate's fault. Like, Smash Ultimate's going to be big, and they do need to maximize that. Is that a fake Smash Ball? Did I finally see one? I think that's a... How did I get stuck in the ground? Ooh. Oh, I died first. Oh. Ooh, that was clever. That was clever. I honestly cannot... I mean, he's beating me more, but I really cannot tell if he's getting stronger. Maybe. Maybe. 50 battles. Nice. Nice. Yeah, good riddance to Nintendo's creator program. Hopefully, the more people, the better. Before we get back into the Game Awards to end off this video, I guess spoilers, because I know some people give a shit. I never have. We have a new trailer for the Avengers. It finally came out. It was supposed to come out Wednesday, and then when it didn't, we also got a new Captain Marvel trailer. Okay, I should talk about Captain Marvel. So we got a Captain Marvel trailer on Monday. And, well, it's probably going to be a good movie. Something about it just, like, it doesn't feel right. I can't explain it. It's going to be good. I'm not, like, worried, but something just feels off. That's the only way I can explain it. Is that something feels wrong. Again, it's going to be good. Of course it's going to be good. Ooh, clever. You clever booger. Clever booger, you. He's getting better. He is getting better. He's actually, I feel like he's leveling up a lot faster than they normally do. I remember Amiibo's leveling up, like, really slowly. Oh god, I was like, did he hit me, or... Yep, there we go. There we go. Yeah, he's getting better. He is getting better. But we got Captain, and yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. It's gonna be good. But we got the Infinity War trailer. It's not called Infinity War. It's called Endgame. I hate that name. I wish it was like the rumor was Avengers Forever. There was a bunch of them, and I have heard people talking about Endgame since like Infinity War came out. But I didn't want to believe it, but now I have to, because it looks like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be well, it is Endgame. It also got pushed up a week. It's now coming out April 26th. Cool story, I guess. Ooh, Ditto! I was just thinking about seeing Ditto. Oh my god, he's kicking ass. Ditto's actually really cool. That's something. I think they were planning on doing Ditto in Melee, but then it just couldn't happen for some reason. He destroyed me. Oh my god. Yeah, I think from here on out it's just death. He's gotten to the point where he can finally kick my ass. He's figured me out. That's a cool end screen. But yeah, it tells us nothing about the movie, but I'm glad. I mean, the most interesting thing about it is at the end, we see Scott Lang. He's back. He somehow got out of the quantum realm, probably through a time vortex, if I had to guess. But that's cool. I'm glad that happened, because I was worried. My biggest disappointment with Ant-Man and the Wasp, spoilers, I guess, is that at the end of it, Scott Lang goes down into the quantum realm, and then the other three die. Hank Pym, Janet Van Dyne, and Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp. They all die. My biggest disappointment was that the Wasp didn't go down with him, and they both didn't survive and get trapped down there. That would have been way more interesting, because I think the Wasp is a great addition. She's one of the original Avengers. I think she's a perfect fit. So I am disappointed the Wasp isn't in this new movie. That's a big disappointment for me. Let's try 2 moves again. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm glad we know nothing. I hope I'd prefer if we didn't get another trailer, honestly. Like, I don't need to see much more of this. Like, I was talking, they don't even need to release a trailer. Like, honestly, they could just put out the movie, and I think it'll generate hype in and of itself. Like, I think the movie is popular enough that they don't need it. It'll just hype itself up. Because, of course it can. It's an Avengers movie. This is something that's been built up for 10 years now. Of course it can hype itself. Cunning God of Death? Oh my god, that's what they call Ridley? Holy shit, that's awesome. Master of the Ocarina, of course. That's fake. That's fake. I recognize that. Go after it, bro. Ah, I was hoping he was going to win that. He does kind of, I mean, he plays like Link, but he's got like the minor changes. I wouldn't expect to like Link, but I kind of do. God, why does it always take 1,000 hits for me, and yet he'll hit it once and it'll just work for him? Ugh, brutal. Oh, I was like, who can get theirs off first? And I was facing the wrong direction. Ah, at least it's not a strong one. Even though he is going to get that again and take it. Oh, yeah. Facing the wrong direction, but I'll take it. Finally. Beat him again. But the new Avengers look, it'll be interesting. There are tons of questions, of course, and yeah, I'm willing to wait for the movie. You know what comes out next week? A week from today? Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going to be so good. Oh, is it going to be so good? You know, just from an animation standpoint, it's going to be good. But now that I hear the story and everything else is good, Peach or Daisy? I think it's Peach. I think this is Peach. Peach, yeah. Yeah, I'm super down for Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I never really... I mean, this isn't a bad stage by any means, but I never cared for Peach's Castle. Ooh, this is the Mario Brothers 2 music. I always like... You know, I have a very soft spot for this song. Like, there's just something about it that, like, is like, yep, this is Mario Brothers 2. I also think of the Brento Floss song as well. That's kind of been ingrained in me. There we go. I'll take Peach. Sure. But yeah, that's Avengers. I'm excited. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. And then lastly, our final subject of the night, after 2.5 hours, holy crap, is the Game Awards announcements. We started off with the winners, which took us like an hour, and now we're going to start off with what was actually like announced during the show, which is probably going to take us another hour. Unlock 10 fighters other than the Mii fighters. We don't have... I wonder if the Mii fighters just kind of come, like if we create a Mii fighter, will we unlock them? Or if we have to unlock those suckers at some point. I wouldn't mind either way. Let's do a few more matches, and then I want to try a class. I want to do one classic mode. Let's do a Zelda. So the game, we got a bunch of announcements. I talked about the winners, but I haven't actually talked about the award show itself. I think the award show was fine. It is definitely getting better and better every year, but it is not perfect. Like, there are some problems. It is like 90% ad, maybe 10% award show. Like that, it can be bad sometimes. Sometimes I don't really care. But yeah, no, this one, there were so many ads. Some of them I didn't care for. Of course, I'm biased towards, like, the Smash ads, for example, that had, like, the game being like, hey, we're gonna pretend it's this other game before becoming Smash Bros. And hey, guess what? It releases tonight. Isn't that cool? Because I don't, usually they put it up at, like, midnight, but I guess they actually put up Smash Bros. At, like, 10 o'clock, right? Because the Game Awards went for, like, 2.5 hours. I'm talking 10 o'clock locally. It may have been... Or was it? No. Wait. Time... I'm trying... or would it be 9 o'clock locally? Because time zones. You know what time zones are. My clock is still like, I have an alarm clock. It's still like somehow my clock always like gets half an hour off. It just randomly gets half an hour off. And then to make things worse, and now it's not adjusted to daylight savings time, so it's like really badly off. I never played as a mouse. But yeah, so the show itself, it was very ad-ridden. The announcements, there were some stuff I did not care about. But as an award show go, I'll admit, like, I give more of a shit about it than I do, like, the Oscars. Award show I do not care about at all. Or, not the Oscars, I mean the Grammys. The Oscars is the only other award shows that even, like, slightly interest me nowadays. Most of the other ones, yeah, no, who cares? Oh, that's just neutral. Can't he actually, like, if I remember correctly, can't Ness, like, not actually use any of these moves? Like, can't he not use PK, or is it just Starstorm he can't use? I know, I've never beaten Earthbound. I've talked about that before. But okay, so the actual Game Awards announcements. So we started off with the Stanley Parable, which the Stanley Parable is one of my, it's a game I love. I've actually fully Let's Played it before. I have, yeah, I don't think Ness can use Starstorm. I've fully Let's Played the Stanley Parable in the past. Really enjoyable. Really is. I've got every ending except for, like, one, which takes, like, 4 hours to get. Yeah, that's just the kind of game the Stanley Parable is. It's 5 years old, and the crazy part about that is that there's an achievement in the game to not play the game for like 5 years, or maybe it's 4 years, and the game's 4 years old. And it was only this year that the achievement was actually like available for people to get legitimately. People can hack the stuff. People have been able to like hack the achievements and whatnot. Because there's one that's literally just play the game and press a button for 4 hours. Insufferable. Insufferable. Yeah, so, yeah. But we start off, and I'm excited. I will pick this up. I love the Stanley Parable. I also liked, I think Crows also did the Beginner's Guide, or they were in some relationship to the Beginner's Guide, which is a great game as well, that I've put very little time into. Well, God, Ridley is strong, man. There we go. Oh God, and of course he steals it. Take that. Yeah, so that's fake. That's real. How? I can't tell it. Did he hurt me more, or did I can't tell. But so we started off with the Stanley Parable. Great way to start. This was like they did like it was like, oh, the show starts at I think it was like 5:30, but no, the show actually didn't start until like 6. They just did a half an hour pre-show where they got all the esports awards out. But we got Stanley Parable. We got they started off with, when the actual show started at the top of the hour, it was like, let's bring in Reggie Fils-Aimé, Sean Layden, and Phil Spencer. And they had all three of them come out and give like a thing opening the Game Awards. Smash Bros is this ultimate crossover, and that's what I want from the game. That was the ultimate crossover of the Game Awards. Having those three come on stage, talk together, it was just great. It was a great moment to see as a gamer that these companies can get along. And yeah, of course it makes them look good. Of course they would do it as a PR stunt. I loved it. I loved it so much. It doesn't mean anything. Like, we're not going to see Kratos or... Well, we could see Banjo in Smash. We'll see about. We'll talk about that. Smash got so much more complicated. Again, we'll get to it. Big announcement at the end of the show. God. I hate this stage as well. I don't think I've talked. There's just I don't remember. I think this was in the original, I think, but I remember playing it in 4. Killed him there. But we got that. We got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. The most interesting. Now, when I first saw this game, I was like, are we getting a new Dynasty Warriors? I know nothing about Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I've never heard of these games, and it is being developed by Team Ninja. But when we first saw it, it looks like a Dynasty Warriors game. Because, again, Team Ninja. And yeah, no, this actually, I probably won't get it. It seems to, at first, I think the graphics aren't that great. It reminds me a lot of the, there's a Marvel mobile game, I think it's Conquest of Champions, that's kind of shit, honestly. Like, it isn't pretty. It really isn't. But this, it looks a lot like that. It's more heavily based on the comics, even though they are clearly capitalizing off the movies, with Thanos being the villain. But yeah, it's crazy Nintendo got it as a Switch exclusive. Are they going to buy Team Ninja? They've gotten a lot of Team Ninja games recently, and it's better than, what, Dynasty Warriors 9, that piece of garbage. But yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool. Again, Marvel high on popularity. I don't think anybody expected to see another Ultimate Alliance anytime soon, but to have it, that's kind of cool. Far Cry New Dawn. Okay, this is a post-apocalypse. So they're reusing the map from Far Cry 5. I guess it's maybe a direct sequel. Final Destination. I think this will be our final match, and then we'll try out Classic Mode. I'll do a low level, but I'm curious. And I think I'm going to lose, because he is kicking my ass. Oh, God, yeah. He is kicking my... Waluigi, Waluigi will never be in Smash. He will never be in Smash. What's that? But we got, right, but it's a post-apocalyptic Far Cry game. It does not look post-apocalyptic. It's very colorful, and that does give it a unique art design, but that's kind of also weird for a post-apocalypse game. I mean, not everything has to be Fallout, but it's actually better if they distinguish themselves from Fallout. God, he just saved me by killing me. That most definitely killed me. Yeah, of course. This figure player is getting better and better. He's almost level 50. If I was smart, I'd grind him up to level 50. Snack. Or is that Ryu? That's actually Ryu, isn't it? I thought it was Snack for a second. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Far Cry games are nice and, like, simple. They're not... I'm surprised we aren't playing on Ryu's stage. Far Cry games are nice and simple. I don't really have a problem with them or anything. They're very Ubisoft. I do hate Ubisoft's. It will have microtransactions because of it's a Ubisoft game, but it doesn't feel post-apocalyptic. I wonder how they'll rectify that. We shall see. You know what I'm saying? God, I want to get Ryu. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we got that. So Far Cry New Dawn, sure. Sure, whatever. I probably won't play it. It feels... I mean, this is basically Far Cry Primal again, so it'll probably be very bare bones minimum, but... Crash Team Racing. So I didn't pick up Mario Kart 8 on the, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch just because I have the Wii U version. But I still would like a kart racing game. I'm hoping we get a Mario Kart 9 on the Switch. I really do. Would you like to turn... Yes? Sure. But I do hope we get, so I do hope we get another Mario Kart at some point. But for the moment, Crash Team Racing will be a great Mario Kart substitute. This looks great. Some people say Crash Team Racing is the best game ever. Others are the best racing. I don't know if it's better. The modern Mario Karts are actually pretty good. So I don't know about that. I do know that, plus there's also Diddy Kong Racing, which a lot of people do say is the best one ever, so who knows? Classic mode, you fight a set off of unique 6. The higher the intensity, the greater the challenge. I love this. I love the higher intensity thing that started with Kid Icarus. So it's such a great thing that I'm glad they put in later. Because I don't think it was in Brawl. I don't remember classic mode in any of the games prior to Brawl. We'll do Inklings. The Incredible Journey. It's adorable. I heard Kirby's is really good. I want to go up to... Let's do 5 just to start off. Use a ticket. Sure. Lucario and shit. Oh, I wish I had done a variant. And I'm excited to play Spirits. I've heard there are some problems with it. That doesn't surprise me, but... Get out of there. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, so Crash Team Racing looks great. I'll probably really enjoy it. Hopefully. And it's coming to Switch as well, even though it's June 21st, so right after E3. Yeah. Conspiracy theory. Crash Bandicoot and Smash. Released the same day as Crash Team Racing. Right, they announced it at E3, releases at E3. They either release Crash at E3, or they wait until Crash Team Racing. I think it would make perfect sense, and we'll get back to that. Does the intensity just go up? Oh, I'm worried about that. Or did we just unlock, like, a new intensity? Oh, come on. Is it going to give it to me? Oh yeah, it gave me the figure player. Or it gave me the flying there. So yeah, Crash Team Racing, totally on board. It's only $40. Cool. The Outer's World. So Microsoft recently announced at XO18 that they bought Obsidian. But of course Obsidian was working on a game. Of course they'd be. I wouldn't expect anything less, and I'm glad they are. And the game they're working on is The Outer Worlds. And it even, much like how Minecraft is on other systems, even though this is a Microsoft-owned game, they're still going to put it on other consoles. And yeah, no, The Outer Worlds, this is a traditional, they put it in, they're like, from the creators of Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, you know, the good ones, even though, again, people have problems with New Vegas at the launch. Yeah, I still have yet to play New Vegas. That's something I do need to play. I've never played New Vegas, and I need to do that. Yeah, so I'll need to play New Vegas. I'll do that eventually. I swear, I will. But this game looks great. I think it's 2019. It may be even like March. It may be soon. But it looks good. I hope it's good. Oh my god. It's a very, like, it's a traditional Bethesda. Or a traditional, like, RPG. Like, what people want from Fallout. So, of course, I'm down for that. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to come talk about that, we'll talk about that later. I still got like half of the Game Awards to get through. My brother's been conspiracy theory crazy. I think he's wrong, but talk about that. Because he does actually have, like, if he had told me it yesterday, well, 2 days ago, or when he told me right before the Game Awards, I was like, you're completely wrong. But yesterday was the first time you told me. No, you haven't. No, I've never heard that before. No, he's. We'll talk about it. But the Outer Worlds looks great. It's a space, which that's throwing some real shade at Starfield, because Starfield, whatever that's gonna be, is some sort of RPG. But now it's got to compete against this, which is going to be. Ooh, the Outer Worlds is just going to kick it ass. It's probably going to be, if it's anything like Fallout New Vegas, it's probably going to be buggy at launch. So just keep that in mind. But remember, it's also probably going to be really good. I don't know if I've talked about Magicant, but Magicant's a great freaking stage. I love this. I love the color. I love the reflecting pool. So glad they brought it back from Melee. This is how you do it. Stupid mirror. I hear Ramblin's Evil Mushroom is like the worst item. Ooh. Oof. Oof. I can spin gold. I have a bunch of it. Lowers back the intensity. But yeah, I have hope. Oh, wow, it doesn't make me redo the battle. I was literally one shot away. If I hadn't hit the bomb, it would have been different. That's stupid. But the Outer Worlds looks fine. It looks good. I hope it's good. Next up, The Last Campfire. This is Hello Games, the people who made that really buggy game that you may know of. That I am admittedly worried, just because it is Hello Games. But I do think this can be good. This can be good. Well, we'll actually have to wait and see if it is. Because it looks great. It reminds me of... What was that game on the... It reminds me of Tunic? Oh, shit. Yes, let's continue. Yeah, see, I suck. It reminds me of Tunic, but that's not a bad thing. Tunic also looks to be pretty great, and I think that's coming out next year. Oh my god, at one point, like, Phil Spencer came out, and... Yeah, he talks about Gears, and the other... He talked about Gears, and, Gears, Ori, and, Crackdown, which nobody... I know some people care about Crackdown, but, oh, it's sad. Crackdown is in a sad state. Ugh. Okay, so this is our bonus game. I have no idea how this works. Mysterious realm where the black hole threatens to swallow you. Run to escape it. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, Microsoft doesn't look that great. Like, I'm... Oh, God. I have my worries about Microsoft, to say the least. Reminds me of the, Come on. I'm assuming these are unique to every character, kind of like Board the Platforms was, which I guess is cool. At least I hope they're unique to every character. Oh, crap, I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, sure. So Last Campfire looks good. It's Hello Games. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. While it looks good, it seems to have a lot smaller scale. Okay, so I guess no Marks. I've been thinking about Marks as a character, but if Marks is a boss, that means he's not going to be a character. Marks is a great boss. I love Marks. Marks is so freaking cool. I'm just gonna say it. This is great. This is actually, I don't know. For some reason, I'd been assuming Smash Bros was gonna potentially add Marks. Again, the Game Awards kind of changed everything, which we'll get to. But now, I actually think Marks is... So now Marks' chance is 0, but before then, I'd actually assumed he had a good chance, and again, I didn't know this was here. Oh my god. Just pummeled into him. So Last Campfire. We got a lot of games that are like survival, or they take place in like the woods. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. There were a bunch of them. The only one oh crap. The only one I really remembered was, The Pathless, which looked kind of fun. We'll see. We shall see. Come on. Come on, come on. I'm so close. Come on, come on. Yes, there we go. Suck it, Marks. Suck it. Capitalism will prevail. But yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff. The Pathless kind of looks okay, but there were a bunch of other just like survival forest games. There was one that was literally called like The Survival, but then they said it wasn't a survival game, so I have no idea what to think. Like, it could be anything. Okay, there's our final result. Alright, that's classic mode. Ooh. Oh, it's a shooter now. Okay. That's kind of weird. Okay, I'll take it. So, yeah, but there were a bunch of them. Next up, Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, you know, I like how they did it, because the guy came out to announce, like, Best Fighting Game or something like that. And then he goes up and he's like, here's your nominees for Best Fighting Game. And then they show the trailer for Mortal Kombat 11, which was kind of weird, but it also definitely worked. Like, the music didn't fit at all. There were a few choices where, like, the music didn't fit. I didn't even talk about the musical performances. Some of them were good. I thought the Smash Bros. Orchestra was good. The country singing one was pretty good. But a lot of them just didn't work. Yeah, there was one for Devil May Cry that didn't work. I wish they had done more. Like, you know how the Oscars does, for, like, each of the things nominated for best, like, song, they perform each one of the best songs. I wish the Game Awards had done something like that, where they did, like, a melody for each of the things nominated for best soundtrack, because I would have loved more Celeste music. We did, however, when they did the nominees, like, in the Oscars, they do the nominees throughout the show. But the Game Awards did them all at the end, but instead of, like, just saying them, they had music from the game playing while they had, like, highlight reels in the background. That worked really well. The music was great. God, I love the Celeste music. I liked a lot of the music from the Game Awards this year. You know, it's one of those things where I'd like to think, like, a lot of it blends together, but then you actually, like, listen to it all separately, and it actually does sound different. I mean, Celeste still stands out the most. Yeah, no, it all sounds really good, actually. I'm totally on board for, yeah, no, that worked. The music at the Game Awards, again, besides for that one Devil May Cry moment, I actually think it really worked. Which, I heard they butchered that song. I wouldn't know. I know nothing about Devil May Cry, and I'm not interested in 5. Like, at all. But yeah, that's what happened there. I'm trying to. Who's up? Yep, there we go. Oh look! Hey, look, it's the artwork again. That's cool. That's cool artwork. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, the music just didn't fit. But it was a CGI trailer. I guess we did actually get like some screenshots. I don't know if we have gameplay. Yeah, new Mortal Kombat. My brother loves it, so yeah, he'll probably play it. That's what he was just yelling about. One of the things. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's Mortal Kombat, sure. You know, Mortal Kombat kind of lost me when they introduced like what were they? The tokens, the like easy fatality tokens. That lost me. No, that's not something that should be in this game. Oh fuck! Awesome. I don't even love Incineroar, but I'm totally down for this. Come on. Ooh, what is he doing? Come on out here. You know, so even though I don't play shooters, I do like the Inkling. I do like how the Inkling plays. I think covering your opponent in ink makes them take more damage. I admittedly have not figured out her neutral or her down B game or. Oh. Come on, don't lose to me. Oh god. You will beat this wrestling cat. Please, Inkling, beat this wrestling cat. I want this wrestling cat. No! No, I wanted the wrestling cat. I don't even really care for Incineroar. It's a new character. I wanted it. Classic tickets and gold. Clear classic mode at 3.0 or higher. And, get that many points in the credits. Okay. Okay. Milestone. I'm so disappointed I didn't get the fighting cat. Shit. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. Mob smash. Challenger approaches. A serious fighter will sometimes appear to challenge you. Add to the fight. If you are defeated the first time you fight a challenger, you can challenge them. It's at a meeting place called the Challenger's Approach. Oh, I can fight Pit again. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, Mortal Kombat, yeah, sure. The microtransactions disappoint me, but... And I doubt it's going to change. I doubt they're going to change anything with the new game. Psychonauts 2. I also, much like Fallout, I own Psychonaut, or much like Fallout New Vegas, I own the original Psychonauts, but I've never played it. I heard it's amazing. Just not my style. It's not... Well, that's actually a lie. It most definitely is my style. I've just never played it. Oh my god, I forgot Marth had a counter. I mean, she is a Fire Emblem character. What else would you expect? Is Robin the only Fire Emblem character that doesn't have a counter? Does Ike have one? I don't know. I legitimately do not know. Predictable. Predictable as always, Pit. There you go. There you go. But yeah, Psychonauts 2, it looks great. I've heard great things about the original Psychonauts. This new one looks great. It's just not my, It's just not my style. Take on the Ice Climbers again? Sure, let's do this. I want this cat. I want this cat. I'm not gonna lose this cat. It's really cool that it gave it to me here. I'm still best with, Marth. I'm also I guess I'm getting better at Link. It's cool. But yeah, so Psychonauts, when I say it's not my style, I like 2D platformers. I don't care for 3D that much. I mean, there are some good ones. I've also heard that like Psychonauts like has some weird pacing problems, or it has some weird difficulty spikes and it doesn't control great, but it's still a great game. And even though Tim Schafer has kind of lost his edge over the past few years or so, this will still probably be good. I have faith. I have faith. And again, I'm skipping over a bunch of the Game Awards announcements. There were dozens more. There was a really weird like, I think it was a rhythm game of all things that had like a really interesting style. I don't know if it's Switch exclusive. There was a bunch of games announced for the Epic Games launcher. Shit. What was the one? There we go. One of them was one of them was Supergiant Games. I think it's Supergiant. The guys who made Transistor and Bastion and was it Pyre? I think it was Pyre was their other one. Great games. They have a new one on the Epic Games launcher. There were tons of new games on the Epic launcher because of course Epic's trying to compete with Steam now, which I mean, they're making all the money in the world. They can totally do that. I'm actually fine with the Epic Games launcher. I think it has potential. Again, I always stand by competition is healthy. The more competition, the better. And Epic Games does have the clout to stick it to Steam. And I think that's available now. There were a bunch of things that were available now. There was a PUBG winter map. That's PUBG in winter. Ugh. Yeesh. Yeah, there's a PUBG winter map. What else? There's just a bunch of other small things, but the announcement, they basically ended the show on this announcement. So it was Jeff Keighley. So I gotta set the scene here. If you haven't seen it, go watch it first. Like, definitely go watch it, because whatever you'll get from it is definitely not what like I got from it. Or, like, maybe you'll interpret it differently, but I've been hinting at it the entire time, so there's most definitely something going on here. If it isn't obvious what it is. I mean, I've kind of blown my load here already with what it is. But so how it started was, right, he was talking and then the lights went out and then something happened on screen, like it went staticky. And my first thought was Cyberpunk 2077, because we didn't actually see any of ooh, that was weird baseball. Okay, that baseball was kind of cool. I don't remember that. Ooh, the rocket ship just completely broke that baseball. And that rocket was going to kill me. Ah, shit. Okay, it didn't kill me. It still killed him, though. I wasn't going to kill him. Where did that soccer ball even go? What we got, so it started out right, and the screen went to like black. So the screen went staticky, and yes, Cyberpunk 77. That's what made sense because we saw it this year, and I know there is gameplay. And yeah, Cyberpunk 77 looks pretty cool. I think it has a lot of potential. Or well, I think it's going to be great. It's CG Projekt Red, where they're one of the few good developers left. Oh God, I hope to God that world, the outside worlds, that Obsidian game does not have microtransactions. It better not. Oh my God, that would ruin it for me instantly. Ah, shit. I hadn't even thought about that. Ah, God, that sucks. Ah, that sucks. Oh God, I would hate that. I would hate that. But so then from there, like, this logo comes on screen. Now, I didn't recognize this logo at first, and I was like, okay, what's this then? Because it fades to red, and then the logo is for the logo turns out to be for Persona. And I was like, okay, cool, I guess. I've never played a Persona game, interestingly enough. Well, I mean, I've seen some footage of like two best friends play Persona 4, maybe it was 3. Really, really fun video, actually. One of my favorites of theirs. But so I know a little bit, but I knew this is from the new Persona, of which I've seen some gameplay of, not that much. I've saw it at a friend's house once. Yeah, they knew. So it's Persona. I'm like, there was this talk about like what's going to be at the Game Awards, right? Like you have to show things to a specific audience, right? Because the Game Awards has a specific audience. And is Persona that audience? My first thought was no. It's like, what's this doing here? And then it keeps going, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then they reveal it's Smash Bros. Joker from Persona 5 is being added to Smash Bros. And holy shit, I did not see that coming. Nobody saw it. I don't think anybody predicted that, because it just wasn't in the cards. See what I did there? But, of course, now that he is in Smash, it changes everything, really. It really does. Like, now, yeah, no, Joker's in Smash. Who else can be in Smash, right? I made a tweet saying something along the lines of, that if spirits cannot be in Smash, right? Let's say having a character be a spirit means they cannot be a playable character. Who's left? There are no characters left. That tweet's now completely invalid because they just go third party. All of these characters coming to Smash could be third party. I don't play Persona, but Joker's a cool third party character, and it changes our expectations for what the third party can be. Especially because right afterwards, Reggie said that for the DLC characters, they were thinking outside the box. They were thinking of characters they haven't done from series that haven't been represented before. Right? New, something new. Which that makes me, that Rex and Pyra ain't happening. Bandana D. My predictions were, the predictions I had prior to this were I had hoped for Rex and Pyra. I didn't think it was going to happen. Psylux, Metroid Prime 4. Poochie, we got a new Yoshi game coming out. Geno, and Banjo-Kazooie. I thought those were my predictions. Those were the characters that made the most sense to me, right? Because they have, right, they represent new games, right? Most of them do. Geno is the fan favorite. Banjo is our Cloud, a character that's highly requested. Poochie represents a new game. Psylux represents a new game. And Rex and Pyra I wanted just because, but if Sakurai was picking them, they'd probably be in the game, but because he's not, yeah. And Edelgard. Edelgard represents the new Fire Emblem. I know people hate Fire Emblem, but I think Edelgard, being an axe wielder, would play differently than the rest, and I think she's a great choice, actually. It's not going to happen now. Well, maybe. She has a better chance than Rex and Pyra, Geno, or any of the other characters I listed except for Banjo. But now, so because of this, Reggie, the comment that makes me wonder the most is he says characters we wouldn't expect. When I think of a character I wouldn't expect, that's what makes me wonder if Banjo's coming. Because Banjo's a character I would expect. Banjo's a character that I think has a possibility of coming. I have not played Peach in ages. Oh my god. But yeah, no, Banjo's a character that I think would work great. But because it's characters we wouldn't expect, does that mean Banjo even has a chance? I think so, but who knows? Like, real talk, anything's possible. That's why I said earlier, hey, we got a new Crash Bandicoot. What happens if Crash makes it in the game? I think he'd be a great fit. Plus, he's a character from a third party. And while he's not super unexpected, he's also not impossible either. Right? I don't think, like people weren't predicting Joker, and they could add in some other third party. But I think Crash would be a perfect fit. Even Spyro, and you've got a new game, and he's a third party. Because I feel like that's what the DLC is going to focus on. The DLC is going to focus on third party characters. If they want a Microsoft character that nobody would expect, what's his name? Oh god, doesn't Peaches suck? If they wanted a third-party character nobody would expect, What's it called? What's his, Minecraft Steve would be a perfect one. Come on. Oh god, come on, use it. Really? I still got caught in that? That's bullshit. Ah, that was bullshit. Yeah, Banjo, Spyro, I think Spyro's another good one. My prediction, I talked about this before in a previous episode. I think the Doom Marine. I know he's an M-rated game, but the Doom Marine would be a perfect fit, right? He's got the legacy to him. He's a Bethesda character. Nintendo and Bethesda seem to be getting along right now. I think he'd work. He'd represent the legacy. Roy? I think that's Roy. Sucks that I'm playing Peach. God. Oh, Ike. Okay. Cool. Oh, god damn it. I used to main Ike in Brawl, but ever since then I can't. Like, one day I just stopped being good at him, and then I was just never good at him again. I want her to have a projectile, but she doesn't. Okay. Cool, Ike. But, right, that's my prediction. My brother, and this was what he was yelling about earlier, if you could hear that. He thinks that, Sub-Zero or Scorpio is coming to the game from Mortal Kombat. And when he told me like an hour before the Game Awards while we were getting food, I was like, no. I mean, my Doom Marine is a stretch. But now that Joker's been revealed, that legitimately has a chance. And a new Mortal Kombat game that could tie in? That the Mortal Kombat game's also coming to Switch. That's crazy. That's the last... You know, I was watching the Game Explains discussion, and they say, like, oh, this is the first Mortal Kombat game we've had on a Nintendo system since the GameCube, Armageddon on the Wii. There was a GameCube game on the Wii. Nintendo's family-friendly system had a Mortal Kombat game. Huge roster from what I hear. I don't know if it's actually any good, but yeah. God. Okay, I remember that. Oh, shit. And we have Ike's recovery. Oh god, how do I... There's a way to cancel out of Ike's recovery, and that's how you get a better recovery. Ooh, Tiki! Oh, cool. Ooh, I'll take... Give me into that area. God, she has all the CPUs. Healing that area. Oh my god, Zero just destroyed me. Yeah, I don't... Like I said, one day I was good with Ike, the next day I wasn't. God, Zelda's great. Love they used a different design than Twilight Princess. But yeah, no, Scorpio, actually... I don't think it's going to happen, especially because I don't know what terms Nintendo and... I think Warner Brothers owns NetherRealms. I don't know what terms they're on. Oh my god, that explains the microtransactions in Mortal Kombat. Warner Brothers, they are legitimately really greedy. That actually explains, like, a lot. Oh, I did unlock Pit, didn't I? Games actually load pretty fast. Okay, so that's how Ike's side special worked. Ooh, you know what I should check? You know what I want to check out? Or that I can check out, correction. See, there's a way to get Ike's side into his special, or his... I don't remember how, because Ike's recovery sucks, like, big time, but he makes up for it by having, a great, or he makes up for it. He doesn't make up, by not having a great, but because he can go to the side That makes up for it. Yeah, I suck as Ike. God. But yeah, no, literally, I think the DLC is going to focus on third-party characters. So literally anything's possible, because anything third-party. But I do... Crash is a good one. I think Banjo-Kazooie, even though he's expected, or not expected, but he's predictable, I do the fan demand, and plus if they can work together with Microsoft, I don't think, I don't think, Ubisoft can have a character? I mean, we could, I know the Mario Rabbids are characters. Really? Oh my god, he got behind me. Shit. I'm just no good with Ike. He's way too slow for my liking. Take a fly swatter. I think this blows up eventually. Oh god. One. Come on, Ike. Come on, you piece of garbage. Ah, God, he got me right in there. But yeah, so Smash, anything's possible. Anything is possible with the DLC characters. Joker changed everything. If I had to guess a release date, April. We're going to get Piranha Plant in February, same day as the Amiibo, the 15th. We're going to get Joker in April. We're probably going to see gameplay in like January, and then we'll get it in April. Or at some point. And then we'll have a character maybe announced and then come out during E3 in like a March Direct or an April Direct, or we'll have a character announced and release at E3, something along those lines. Probably, again, I think Crash is a good choice. And then the other two, who knows? I don't know. I don't think we'll get a single Nintendo rep this time. I really do. It just does not seem likely. There's just something about it that just the way Reggie worded it and the way Nintendo's talking about DLC, I don't think we're getting a Nintendo rep. I don't think that's how it's gonna work. And yeah, that's Smash in chat. Yeah, I kind of spent a lot of time focusing on the game. Smash Ultimate's pretty, I still have a lot to do. It sucks that I couldn't get Incineroar. God, that sucks. I want him. Oh god, it's having me do Ice Climbers again. Who can I beat the Ice Climbers with? Let's try Link. But yeah, this game's pretty good. It's pretty good, so far. I will have to do World of Light. From what I hear, World of Light is actually, like, really freaking long. Which, I don't know. Some people seem to be split on it. Same thing with, like, the Spirits mode itself. I've heard people split on it, whether or not it's actually, like, any good. I have faith. Goodbye, Nana. Come on. Perish. Really? Really? He goes flying off the screen and then I just get sucked into the ice. I go down and... That's stupid. That's stupid. Okay, I couldn't beat them as Inklings last time. I actually seem to be getting good at Link.
Challengers approach.
Should I do Marth? Let's try Link. I'm on a more stable platform. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Hopefully I can do this. The new characters. Inkling's pretty cool. I actually kind of like Inkling. Not perfect. I'm not perfect with them, but that's just because I'm not very good at gunner characters. Why was that so much easier this time around? Why did he put up such a freaking fight and then he just died? Oh my god, let's try him out at least once. Let's try him out at least once. I am excited to get Ridley. It was interesting fighting him as him. I think Ridley could be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll main him again. I'm a sword guy. Were there any sword users added in this time? I don't think there was a single new... Well, not including returning characters. Perfect end for the match. If only I could do Final Destination. Okay, never mind. Perfect end of a match. Oh god, Hannonbow, man. Hannonbow. Never mind, I mean, don't get me wrong. When I said I was talking about it earlier, I didn't mean I loved this level, but... Like, you know what I mean. Okay, he's definitely interesting. Oh, it's a counter. Okay, he has a counter. Okay. Oh, the CPU is probably really weak as well. I don't think I changed the difficulty. Wait, how is... Wait, was that... I swear that was a Pokeball. Ooh, Keldeo. Hannonbow's surprisingly quiet. Okay, up smash is that one. I could see that being dangerous, like, legitimately. Come on. Come on, you're stupid. Oof. If I die, yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. God, I hate Hannonbow. Yeah, he's whatever. I need to play as him a little bit more. But no, I'm excited for Ridley. I don't care for K. Rool at all. Inklings was cool. Simon Belmont. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'll get to it again. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, frig. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. It just keeps it wants me to continue playing. Ooh, Saffron City. We barely scratched, and we barely scratched. I know for a fact we barely scratched the surface of stages. God damn it, Venusaur. Oh my god, how have I not hit him? Him once. Holy shit, it got a rest out on me. Wow. GG, Jigglypuff. Rest is... Getting a perfect rest is awesome. It's so much fun. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah, we'll continue on. I may actually... I have some time. See, I want to do a review... But I also have a Mega Man 11 video. I also have the Mega Man 11 review, which I never finished, that I need to put out. That will I probably will also put that out in the imminent future. I'll do Spirits on my own time. Next time we play, hopefully I'll have every character unlocked, so we'll be able to do online. Hopefully, that's hopefully the plan. Volt, I don't care about. Yeah, cool amiibo stuff. We've got Ridley. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'll hopefully have the next amiibo. But yeah, next week we're beating Wind Waker. We have the trial. We have the Cave of Trials, and then the final dungeon, and that's it for Wind Waker. And then I have no idea what we'll be doing for the next 2 weeks. We may also play a little Splatoon at some point next week, just because we got a Splatfest. Hashtag Team Villains. We'll see. We'll do another Splat in Silence. But yeah, this was an interesting Splat chat. I don't know how well it went. I felt like I was very enamored by Smash Bros. I still have, it'll probably next time we'll probably be tackling online in January. Well, mid January, because next thing will be a Splatoon chat, the winter Splatoon chat, where I give my game of the year. That'll be the next one. After that, however, it will be we'll be back, and I may alternate them. I don't know. It depends on the news cycle and whatnot, because. Well, there was the Game Awards. Other than that, I didn't really feel like there was anything else this news cycle. Well, we had a few things. But yeah, go out and play Smash Bros. It's a great game. Highly recommend it. I love it. You know what I did not talk about? My Wii U. Note to self, I'll talk about the Wii U next time in Wind Waker next week. Because the Wii U kind of goes into retirement after Wind Waker. Yeah, that happens. But I've been going for 3.5 hours. It took me probably an hour to talk about each of the Game Awards stuff, and another hour to cover the other stuff. And then I just played the game for like half an hour before we got started. Plus I've been, But yeah, I'm enough stalling. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back soon. Until next time. Peace.